What is up, you guys? It is Jay the Great back with episode 13. We got the returning guests, TommyAK701 and WildCat. And we have a new guest to replace John because no one wanted him here. I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
Just kidding, John.
Come through.
We got a former homecoming queen, Leah, is here.
Bro, that was like, what, two years ago? When did that happen?
Yeah.
My epic fall.
I gotta see that video.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie. This is all full discretion. I showed WildCat the video already.
It's fine.
That was hilarious.
I think
so
our whole university has seen Leah's video of her falling. So
guarantee it's
Dude, that video is legendary. I take pride in that.
yeah. So
I do too.
I guess
when you get your community chat, post it up there. That way.
community chat.
Dude, that was the day
shit.
when that
Dude, I
video
can upload
happened. That
community
was the
chat.
day I literally was absent. I hate that.
You were absent that day?
Yeah.
We'll start
Yeah,
out.
so when I came back, I was like, what? I missed everything? I missed the fall?
Dude, you missed me limping throughout the hallways. Like, I was limping.
I would have thrown an egg at you and make it worse. I'm just kidding.
I guess we'll start out with asking everyone how they are doing, but I guess we should ask Leah first since she's a newcomer. So Leah, how you been?
Wow, I'm a newcomer. I don't know. I'm chilling, dude. I'm straight vibing throughout this pandemic. I don't know about like all the other people, but I'm straight vibing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. How about everybody else?
I'm doing pretty good myself. Absolutely nothing happened this week. So
What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, fucking not the normal. How you doing, Wildcat?
I am doing positively terrible at the moment.
Oh shit.
God.
It's
That's
this
a
week's
double
been a
negative.
bit of a drag because, like I said, 3 of my videos got blocked.
Happened to me too.
Yeah, well, they're back up now. Well, one of them is, that's thank God. And then, I'm just doing more some animation. I'm hopefully trying to get a new computer that way, because this one I have now, I love it, but I want to kind of get it upgraded to 4K. And then I think I'm possibly going to start doing some dancing, hopefully, because I'm trying to take some size workouts to where kind of get my body back in shape. I need to get down to 160. Yeah, I need to get down to 165, bro. We had a pool party yesterday, bro, and I got hella jealous of everyone. They got abs, bro, and I'm like, these guys are in their 30s. I'm like, how the fuck?
Damn.
I'm 25, and I need abs like now because I'm jealous. I get fucking pissed off, and then too, I just want to kind of just.
Gyms are open again.
Oh yeah, they're open.
True.
I want to start going again.
Well, mine closed early today because of Labor Day.
I didn't.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna go today, and I fucking woke up like
I think I think either way they would have closed it because of Labor Day.
yeah, that's probably why. But as far, I guess
Go my Labor
me.
Day.
Yeah, no labor.
I want to fucking. I think I'm in labor. I was
I'm in labor. But
Part of
me,
Labor personally.
just been doing YouTube. School is back in session. Goddamn.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, exactly. Goddamn.
Yeah, goddamn. But trying to post more different kinds of content because I keep getting my shit blocked too. Like every fucking thing I post.
I
is
saw
blocked.
one of your videos. Did it get taken down? Or they blocked
Yeah,
it.
it was Stipe versus DC. I uploaded like 3 times. I kept blocking it. I was like, dude.
No,
Really?
They're
Yeah.
trying to. At the
So-
moment, YouTube is like going through some sort of change with their
That's why I'm posting my own shit, like podcast, gaming shit. It's my shit, so they can't block that.
We seriously need a new YouTube because I cannot stand this whole platform anymore. It's just like becoming so much of a nuisance that you can't post up anything you want because
Yeah, you can't.
of
Bullshit.
music, images of characters. The swearing has gotten so
Porn.
bad, and even if you watch some of the old YouTubers now, some of them are still here, but they transform their content where they start swearing.
You can't cuss and shit, man.
It's
Yeah.
It's like I think you can now, but they give you like a 20-second leeway. Once after 20 seconds of a video, or I think sometimes a minute, you can go back to swearing or being yourself. But
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think unless you're the
That's
big
crazy.
YouTubers, you're kind of being watched.
So
That's
if I
stupid.
said FUCK, I have to wait 20 seconds to say it again.
No.
Nah, you just like when the video starts, just count to 20 or after, and then basically you're good. I think after the first 20 seconds, you can do whatever you want. But
Okay, so like the first 20 seconds, I can't say fuck.
yeah, shit.
But I guess this podcast can be a little different. We don't have our sports enthusiast John. We have Leah. We'll talk sports still, but
No,
not,
that's
probably
cool.
not as much.
Sports?
Not as much
I'm
as
gonna-
John though. Not as much
I'm gonna
like
see
when
who's on
John's
Twitter.
here.
Right? I'm gonna see who's on Twitter right now. Just check in with them.
But I
He was
know
tweeting
Leah.
earlier.
You watch NBA, right?
Highlights.
Highlights.
Highlights are always
You know,
good.
you know that they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know that. I've seen Twitter. I just go on Twitter and get my
Follow me on Twitter, Leah.
Follow you
Twitter
on
is
Twitter.
very toxic, man. I can't.
Yeah,
stand
it
Twitter
is.
I
sometimes.
love
really
it.
toxic.
I love toxicity of Twitter.
It is toxic.
Talk so much
But
shit.
it's also so dumb with cancel culture right now.
Oh,
It's just
goddamn.
like that's like the
Yeah.
most annoying thing ever.
It's another-
Think
yeah.
about like 3 weeks ago, they tried to cancel me because apparently there's a show on Cartoon Network called Mau Mau. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So basically, they tried to cancel me last week because apparently I made fun of their gay ship, and I didn't make
Oh
fun of
my
it.
god.
And people
I
took
would've.
that shit to heart, and then they tried to cancel me, saying that I'm in the wrong, that I don't understand about this ship. I'm like, guy, it's a fucking show. Like,
Yeah.
chill the fuck
That's
out.
that's another topic, but
Not
Lee-
real.
Yeah. I gotta ask Leah, what team do you want to win the finals? If you know the teams that are in the playoffs
I
right
don't
now.
even know the teams who are in the playoffs.
So Lakers, Rockets, Clippers, Nuggets, Celtics, Heat, Bucks, and what's the other team?
I think it's the
Raptors.
Raptors.
So which team out of those, Leah?
Damn, they're all pretty good from
Is
what
it-
I've seen.
Is it your
They
favorite play?
didn't sweep the. They didn't sweep. They almost did.
They almost
Yeah.
did.
They
Almost
almost
did.
swept them. Yeah.
It's
Is
gonna
it-
be a gentleman sweep?
Isn't your favorite team the Timberwolves, Leah?
No.
Not anymore. Remember you said it was
no.
Carl Anthony Towns. I don't know what the fuck
That-
that is.
No, hey,
a
hey,
clown.
I
hey.
think your favorite team's the Nuggets.
It's not the Nuggets.
Didn't you tell me that a long time ago? Carl Anthony Towns. your
Yeah,
favorite player?
because I remember I really only watch basketball in
bandwagon?
college.
Oh,
And,
college.
Oh, college basketball
Yeah.
is pretty sick.
Yeah,
Zion?
I really take like college basketball to heart. So
Oh.
like NBA is like, yeah, it's kind of nice, but I feel like college is where it's at sometimes.
So
That's where all most of the stars came from too.
yeah. Do you
Yeah,
have a,
so-
do you have a favorite team to win the finals out of those teams?
Okay, well,
Just say Lakers.
Should we start with the
I'll-
East? Let's like East.
I
and
mean
West
the
first.
Lakers are good. I like the Lakers. I
You got
like
LeBron.
I like the Rockets.
James Harden.
I mess with like
Jeff's beers.
the Raptors. So I would probably say like the Raptors,
Raptors. Yeah.
Rockets, and Lakers.
You don't care who wins out of those three. Like, as long as one of them wins, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good. It's a good
Rockets.
season.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. But as far as Lakers, they beat the Rockets yesterday, right? So it's 1-1 now.
Yep.
Um,
Well, here's the thing about the Lakers that
Westbrook is in full
Yeah.
effect.
this is
Westbrook.
like it's becoming, dude. He had 2
Dude.
points, I think,
Yeah.
the first 2 quarters.
Dude, there was a play where all the players were far away from him. They let him shoot threes. Like, oh, he's gonna miss anyways. Let's let him shoot, and he was
It's
missing
because he's-
everything.
I think that's the problem with Westbrook, bro. He's not the same anymore. Like,
Yeah, it's like he's getting old and shit, and he
Well,
can't
it's
shoot
not just-
either.
it's not because
Yeah,
of
sure.
that. I just think too, because like after he's, when he joined Harden, I felt like he felt kind of good, but that's why I think he's overrated, bro. Like he's not.
I think now you could say he is. Yeah.
Yeah, because
He
he's
is
not the same anymore.
Overrated.
A couple years ago he wasn't. Now it's like he's kind of like
He was just a stat builder.
yeah, and his
be honest.
expertise, his like the best skill he had was driving at the basket. Now he can't even do that.
Like he's
Yeah.
good, but like I think same thing in
Brown
playoff mode. Like
shoulder.
he's just not there. Like
Yeah, like
like
Harden.
has
Harden
to
has to
carry
carry.
him, bro.
Yeah,
It's hard for him right now.
like all the starters did well, like efficient wise, percentage wise, except
I was,
fucking
I was
Westbrook.
so mad when OKC
Westbrook.
lost, bro. I was so
Oh,
mad
when they
when
lost?
Dude, I was so mad. Why did they let that? Who was that guy who shot at the last quarter? Like that was the longest 1 second for like 10 minutes. And why did they let this guy shoot? They could have got Chris. I think they should have sent Chris Paul to shoot it, regardless. But
Yeah,
no, they
it
let
should have
some
been
white-
him.
I don't know, but
But
I was so mad.
Did you guys hear about Giannis's injury?
oh yeah, he
Is
didn't
it-
play.
Is it severe? Like, is he gonna be coming in Game 5, or is he gonna just?
I don't know. I know. I think it
They
was
said he's out for all
questionable.
game four,
Game 4 is questionable, so I'm guessing maybe Game 5 will be back.
He might.
It's funny.
Is,
It's funny how they
Yeah,
win
yeah,
the
but
game.
his
Bucks.
ankle.
Yeah, it's funny how they win the game without him, and they can't win with him. That's a problem.
he might be. I'm looking at some stats right now on ESPN right now. It says that he's likely questionable for Tuesday, so he might not be going.
I hope they sweep him. Let's get him out of there. I hope the
Honestly,
Heat
too,
sweep
like
him.
I was
That's
shocked. I was really shocked that the Heat took over. But
Mhm.
I'm not that too shocked because the Heat, they got a lot of firepower. They got a lot of young guys, and plus you got Iguodala and Butler there too.
Yeah, I guess we
Yeah,
shouldn't
Jimmy
we,
Butler.
we shouldn't keep Leah out of this. So Leah, who's your favorite player now? Is it still the same player? Like out of the whole league?
Out of the whole league.
Yeah, like people, even teams that are
That's
not
a
in
lot of people.
Was
a
it-
lot
was
of people with
Was
a
it
lot
your
of
favorite
talent.
Booby Dixon?
Booby
You
Dixon.
better shut up, Thomas.
That's an NFL player.
But dude, there's so many good players in the NBA, dude. You can't.
But there's only one goat.
There's
I
too
don't
many goats right now.
know.
I could put in the league.
I
of
know.
goats.
guess easy. I already told you this, like way back when.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
I think James Harden will always be like up there. So I'll
Yeah.
just say him first.
James.
Yeah.
He's just on the wrong team
All right.
though, man.
I should ask Leah, who do you think's the best of all time? Like ever.
Ever?
Yeah, ever. Best player ever. Any era. Including now.
Goat.
I plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth?
That's good. Good answer. Good
I
answer.
plead the
'Cause I
fifth.
think that's good.
Do
That's
you-
honestly a good answer.
Do you know all the legends? Like LeBron, MJ, Larry
Dude,
Bird.
they're all so good, and it's
Yes.
like.
I guess it is.
the best?
I mean, you can
I'm not
categorize
saying
like
that.
the three.
I'm not saying that.
Do you
I
agree-
plead the fifth.
Do you agree that LeBron and MJ are like one of them has to be the GOAT? No one else is on their level? Those two?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say that. I would say that.
Yeah, those two are the only one in the discussion. But I think LeBron's the best, though, by the way. But
I think Stephen Kerr is the best ever. He's obviously
Okay, calm down. Like, I think Steph is a good shooter.
best
but-
shooter of all time.
Talk about
Yeah,
Stephen
but I would
Curry.
not call him like the greatest of all. Because there's been times too in clutch mode.
No, not Steph
clutch.
Curry. He's,
Honestly-
Steph Curry is probably the greatest 3-point shooter.
Yeah,
That's what
he
I'm
is.
saying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He can
yeah.
shoot. He can shoot 3 pointers. He's the best at that. But like calling
He's
him
not
the greatest,
clutch. Yeah.
that's
Not clutch.
debatable.
I think
Clay is
honestly,
more. Yeah.
if I would feel like Thompson would be better, and
I
this
think
is why I
yeah.
say he's better
Yeah, I
because
think-
he's more consistent. If you
Clay,
made him
yeah,
1v1,
Clay is.
I think Thompson would win.
Yeah, he would.
That's the one thing with the Warriors. Like they got a lot of good players, but now that Iguodala's gone, like the next player I think Warriors would have to put as like their second best man would be Clay.
Yeah.
Or I would say
Clay could go
Draymond.
off too. He'd
I
go
could-
fire.
I would say Draymond too, but my problem with Draymond is like he just can't. He's not consistent. Like he plays two positions if you actually watch the game.
He's more of he does the dirty work. That's
That's what
all
I'm saying.
Draymond's
And like
for.
he can't. That consistency is not good. And I think the Warriors might let him go.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he's getting old now. He's not that good anymore.
Yeah.
But,
But I think if he were to go anywhere, he might go with the Heat to join Iguodala. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I guess you can't talk about NBA too much because Leo would just be sitting there. So
What do you
that's good.
mean?
Well,
I'm
today's
chilling,
game's
dude.
gonna
I'm
be-
straight vibing, bro. What are you talking about?
Okay. How about this one? Who do you think is today's game? The Nuggets versus the Clippers. Today's game is at 6, so there's
If-
gonna be a big
I-
hype on that.
I doubt Kawhi is going to have an off night again. Probably the Clippers. They're probably going to win.
Well, dude, I'm surprised. Like they lost by like I think 20 last game, and I was like,
Kawhi only scored 13 points. He never does that. That's really rare for him to
that's
do
the
it.
problem I have with Kawhi. I feel like Kawhi, the Clippers.
He's super
They
clutch,
need-
but he has his. I think he'll be fine. I think
He's
do
feeling
good job.
honestly. He's feeling what LeBron's feeling. Like
Oh,
how
yeah, he
LeBron
is.
He had to carry that whole team. That's basically what
Yeah,
he's doing.
He has
Like,
Iceman Paul there. He can't shoot for shit. He's ice.
There's people that are saying too about what about the Raptors? Like, well, yes, but the Raptors had a lot of good players. That's
Yeah.
debatable because
Yep.
they had Lowry, they had Sakim, they had some good people there.
Yeah.
But
They don't have any like superstars, but they have a lot of good players though. That team has a
Yeah.
lot of good players.
just too many. The last game I just thought was kind of ridiculous. Bro.
Celtics too. Oh, Jason Tatum's borderline a superstar though. He's fucking
Dude,
good,
he's
but
good.
yeah, in a couple years he might be a superstar like LeBron and Kawhi and Giannis, like that level. Not yet though. He's not that good yet, but a couple years.
That's what I didn't understand when the whole draft happened. Like why? Even Kobe said too before he died. Like why didn't the Lakers draft him instead of Lonzo? Which I
Yeah.
understand. Like like I think at the time
He's better.
LA
yeah.
was popular city. They had to pick someone. I think Lonzo Ball was just the best choice, but I
Yeah.
think Payton would have been the better choice. But he
Oh,
was like,
I should ask Leah. Leah, what did you think of Kobe? Like when you heard that he passed.
Dude. Okay, so you know me. I be checking Twitter like 24/7.
mhm.
And so I woke up that morning. I think it was like 11 o'clock, right? When it went down. And
Uh-huh.
so I like checked my phone and everything, and I'm like, this has to be a joke, right?
Mm.
And then I look at it, I'm like, no way, this is actually real.
Yeah, Sam, dude.
No
That's what
what
I
happened?
that's what I thought too.
I didn't
I
believe
turn
it.
on the news and everything. I see it, and then just like, oh my god, seeing is freaking believing, dude.
Well,
That was-
I think the weird thing for me that was like, how did this like first of all, how did TMZ? They were the first
that
people
too.
to report it. Like
They're
not
cold,
CBS.
cold-blooded TMZ.
I think here's the thing though. It's just a conspiracy theory, but here's my prediction. I think the crash site might have happened by the time it did, and someone at the time had to call someone in that county where I don't know where the crash did take place in.
Forgot to, yeah.
But I believe it's near not a lot of places, but someone I think told the media, I mean TMZ, that something like there was a crash and there might have been a basketball player on the board, and then maybe someone threw out Brian's name and then they took that and rolled with it, and then TMZ got it first. That's what I don't understand, dude. Every death that's happened, TMZ's the first one to get on it.
Fucking TMZ.
Dude, TMZ is it's crazy because I just remember like looking at that hashtag, right? And it's like, wait, this is TMZ, not anybody else. It's TMZ who's covering it. I need to validate that because that did not sound right.
Well, then too, because like
it's real.
It's weird though, but I think like you can hate on TMZ all you want, but bro, they get their shit like fucking straight off the fucking facts.
They do.
I don't like TMZ too. TMZ is like they're too. What's the term for it? There's a term for TMZ. Like they're just too childish sometimes and cringy.
Yeah,
they can't get with their whole media shit.
Nah, they're not like established like CBS or fucking any of those. But
then too, but they take a long time to get their facts in order, and that's why TMZ just shows them like ASAP.
Yeah. I guess next topic. I don't know if Leah should ask you. You know anything about UFC?
The only thing I remember was.
I know you know Conor McGregor, right? Everyone who knows him.
No. The only thing that comes to mind when I think of that is when we were in high school and we had Relay for Life.
Yeah.
I know you gotta mention
that. And
Relay for Life. Oh shit!
Thomas and John, like I think it was like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
All I hear from like their tents, because like you guys were like about 30 feet away.
Yeah, we were.
And all I hear is, "Let's go! Let's go!"
Yeah.
It was John Jones, baby.
Yeah. So I should tell everyone this memory. I think it was our junior year, huh?
No, it was the beginning of our senior.
Yeah, we went to this thing called Relay for Life, where like we spent 24 hours there for like community service, and that was the same day as John Jones versus DC 2. And
that was like 2012, wasn't it, or 13?
Oh no,
that was 2017 or 18, and then we were there.
That was our first ever senior.
I had like the phone, and I found out how to get. I found out how to get it for free. That was before ESPN merged with it, and we fucking ate pizza and shit. And then John Jones knocked out Daniel, and we all fucking started screaming like, "Oh fuck!" We were all yelling.
And then we find out, and then the next day we find out this motherfucker cheated.
Oh yeah, I can't believe that.
I remember that. Dude, Jimmy was talking to me for like the whole entire 2 weeks.
Still
like just constantly reminding me, "Hey yo, apparently they found this man for like cheating and stuff." And I'm like, you guys went from screaming to like
now we're
calling him out on like
dude,
cheating and
we were happy and we went to depressed.
It was so funny.
Yeah, we were happy. Depressed.
Yeah.
And then,
John was straight up screaming at me in the hallways, like, "I can't believe that happened."
John,
what do you mean?
when he won, John like started hugging me and like, "Okay, this is cool, but get
off
me."
Get off. I remember that.
Oh my god, dude! I can't. This is why I can't give John Jones like the best UFC. I can say that he's good, but I just can't give him that pass. Like he'll always be the best because this dude cheats.
I mean,
I wouldn't call it exact cheating. I mean, he just
Conor said himself. I think Brock said himself that everybody uses steroids in the UFC. I wouldn't be surprised.
Brock is a fucking idiot.
Well, didn't he get in trouble for tainted dick pills or some shit?
I think it was he took some sort of drug supplement, but it wasn't steroids. It was something. It was like an enhancement that basically gave him more energy. That's why. If you look at his body now, like I think when's the last time he was in the UFC? I think that was 2017 or 16. I believe, I'm not sure.
When he fought Reyes last time.
Yeah.
So that was last year.
Look at and then go to the DC when he beat I think Stipe. Like watch that fight when he calls him out. Look at his body. It's like it's slowly deteriorating. His body's not the same anymore. I mean, and he's also hurt. He's making a comeback too.
I mean that doubt is there, but according to USADA, he's the amount in his body is non-performance enhancing. I mean, yeah, it's in there, and that's not good, but it was like a picogram, which they said is less than a fucking grain of salt or something like that, like in a swimming pool.
I know. I think here's the thing. I think Dana knows that they're cheating, but he doesn't care. I think he says, "Okay, you can
conspiracies."
Cheat. Well, he has to. Like, dude, there's no way. Even as a smart businessman, you wouldn't want your best athletes to be doping, especially. I mean, so I'm thinking Dana's all in for the money, and then when they get caught, he has to just play along and say, "Well, I guess we have to let you go. And then
I
just
mean,
basically go.
that is a conspiracy that could be possible. But I think
Like-
USADA. The thing is, USADA is an established organization. I mean, they're taking guys bigger down than John Jones. They're taking down Neil Armstrong, Barry Bonds. I don't think they're going to protect John if he was
Nah,
cheating.
John's like he's already on his last legs.
That's why I think there's no conspiracy there because they're taking guys bigger athlete names than John Jones. Barry Bonds was a shit in his day. They took him down.
The MLB days, like that's when he was
Yeah.
good. I believe.
He was on all the roids. That guy was on fucking steroids. But I was gonna ask. Oh,
Shit
Leah, you know
sucks, too,
what other fighters? I mean, I know you know McGregor, right, Leah? Conor McGregor.
Everybody knows McGregor.
What
You know
was it?
him.
There were like two big fights that I just remember. It was like that one.
Uh-huh.
And I guess it kind of wasn't really that big, but it was kind of big.
Yeah, not as big as Conor, but yeah.
And it was like one that was like way earlier than that, like probably like 2015, 2014.
Probably.
Hey Diaz.
Pacquiao.
Oh, Mayweather Pacquiao.
Oh, the Mayweather.
Yeah, that
But
fight.
is that UFC? Dude,
No,
I am.
that's boxing.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! See.
What about Conor and Floyd? I'm pretty sure you remember that one.
Oh.
That
yeah.
one was like a year
Yeah.
after, maybe.
That was like one
I
of
know
the
that
biggest
one.
like fight events ever.
Yeah,
that
I
shit was
remember
huge.
just seeing like all the pay-per-view about that. And
You
stuff.
saw me and John and all of us talking about it like all day long.
You guys
Yeah,
never
dude.
stopped talking about
That was the
it.
most.
That
funny
shit was
fight.
funny too. The shit talking they did.
Yeah, the
was
shit
like-
talking was
yeah.
amazing.
It was funnier. Like it was funnier shit talking than the fucking Jones versus Daniel.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. Leah, you know any other fighters besides John and Connor that you like or you just know?
None that really come to mind. UFC and like just like boxing in general were never really like in my mind,
Mhm.
except for
Yeah.
you, because like you always talked about it.
Yeah,
But,
we would
like,
always talk about it. Yeah,
and
every
that's
time.
how I'd be educated, I guess. And
Oh, yeah, well, every time
It's easy.
in our English class, that's all I would fucking talk about. It's fucking.
or dude, even now, even like back when we had chem together,
Oh, we had Chem.
you
Oh,
would
yeah.
still talk about it.
I'm like, oh yeah, John Jones is fighting on Saturday, and fucking Chem.
I'm like, really? There's a fight? No.
I used to
really?
tell you. I would tell you every fight, like every big fight.
You would tell me every fight, and you'd give me every single like last reaction.
John Jones
like,
fight coming this week.
If I know we have the same math class, so if we had that together, I'd probably be telling you there too, but it's online, so.
I'm surprised you don't message me.
The
By the
fucking
way,
like
you guys-
messaging you during class, like John Jones is fighting. And fucking chat.
I'd be like,
The fuck,
I
like-
forgot you guys went to Mar Vista, right? That's school.
yeah,
you
we
guys-
all did, and me and Leah,
Mic on the computer during the Zoom class. Be
What the
like,
fuck?
hey, Leah, like fight, it's the fight starting.
like during the session, I'm like, hey everyone, John Jones is fighting during
Oh
calc.
my god.
Look,
Just
he's
during-
fighting right
I'm
now.
doing it too, man. Get on that shit,
ESPN.
The professor's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, oh fuck.
dude. There's like a lot of people coming out. Like you heard Nick Diaz apparently he's making
Oh,
his
yeah.
comeback, which
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
He's old though. I don't think he's gonna do very
I'm
well.
saying like, dude, like you want to come back? Like I mean, it'd be fun. Make the deal. I want to
Watch him try to fight Masvidal. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck you up for fucking up my little brother. I'm like, dude, he's gonna
He's
beat
a
your ass
geezer
too.
now. No.
Well, look at his face, bro. Like his
It's
face
old,
is all
man.
mushed. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
it's
like
old.
I think all those hits to the faces like are affecting his body.
I've
And plus, too, you do realize this dude does cannabis, right? Like to
Oh yeah, him and
basically-
Nate both fucking
Yeah,
smoke all shit
But
of
it's
weed.
the weed they're smoking. Like it's synthetic. It's basically not like
Not real THC.
yeah, but it
No.
keeps
Like it's
their
mixed
body.
drugs?
It's
Yeah,
like
and-
artificial.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
there's no way
understand.
weed would make you look like that.
No, but you look at it. Look at his face from like I think go back to 2012, 2013, and look at his face now. You can tell
I
like
think
his
It's
face
the
is
Walter
all
White
messed
crack.
up.
I think it's Diaz brothers because there've been so many wars. Their faces are all fucked up. Like both
Yeah.
of them,
But then-
Nate and Nick. Both of them.
Again, too, like I just feel like Nick at his age, like, he's like what?
He's too old. Yeah,
he's
he's
like
37.
40.
37.
I mean, he could.
Nate is
potentially-
35, so he's old
He-
too.
I think they're probably setting it up for him to take on maybe some more big names.
I'm
but, like,
guessing.
I just-
I'm guessing Masvidal probably.
It could be that, but I
Jorge,
think
yeah.
there is gonna be a rematch with Nate. Nate's already.
Oh
kinda-
yeah, Nate Masvidal. He's gonna
Yeah.
kill Nate again. I mean, I'm gonna pay to see it. He's gonna kill him again.
I can't say that, man. I have to go for my boy Nate.
I mean,
he's from Stockton, California, bro. I can't
he's just
go
not
with
on
the-
his level. He's too slow. He has great stamina, but he's gonna get his ass kicked.
He ain't no West Coast gangster. Remember that.
Or his boxing is off the charts, man. He might be the best boxer I've seen in the UFC. Like straight.
Because also
pure
he
boxing?
also- the Kimbo
Fuck,
Slice. You guys ever seen those Kimbo Slice videos? The ones
Yeah.
like where
Oh,
backyard
Kimbo.
fighting, dude.
Yeah.
I watched
He
some
learned,
of them, bro.
he learned from there. That's why he's so good at boxing.
Dude, I fucking watched those videos. I'm like, dude, this is where most of the fighters came from.
Yeah, like the old ones. Yeah, like the old style fighters. But
Yeah.
I guess next topic. I should ask Leah if she knows this one. Boxing. You know Floyd's retired, so I can't talk about him anymore.
What are you talking about, bro? He's gonna make a comeback. He'll be fighting at 54.
But
You know, the best UFC names.
I know you know Pacquiao, Leah. I know that because I always talk about him. You know Canelo, right?
Yeah,
You know Canelo.
always
Yeah, we used to talk about him. He hasn't fought in a while.
He's supposedly making gonna be fighting this new another guy, but it's not Triple G.
He's some random nobody. I don't know who the fuck he is.
He was a champ. I just don't know his name. He was a champion before, but he lost his belt. Like
he's not very good. Canelo's gonna kill him.
That's what I don't understand about Canelo. Like, bro, like if you fight the big names, fight these young guys. And I think he's ducking those people, bro. It has to be. Like, why else would he not be wanting to? Like, he fought. I think the only young person he did fight was Daniel Jacobs. Or
Daniel, that was impressive.
That was a good fight.
Daniel almost beat Triple G, and he whipped his ass. He whipped Daniel's ass. I was like, "Fuck, dude, he's good."
Like, I think Canelo. I think he's just ducking the young guys because he knows he can't take them.
He needs to fight like Billy Joe Saunders or some shit.
Or Mikey Garcia. I want him to fight Mikey. Maybe Mikey Garcia. I know. Billy Joe. What's his name? Billy Joe. He's supposed to fight. He called him out, but something happened. I think there was not enough money. And that's why he backed out.
Yeah.
So.
But Leah, have you seen our live reactions, like me, Thomas, and John, like on YouTube? Have you seen any of them? We're fucking screaming.
I've seen one of them, but like, who am I kidding? You're always screaming.
We're always screaming when they get knocked out. There was one though that was so boring. We're like, what the fuck, man? Like the whole time.
Nah, like one time I was like, you know what? I'll just see what Jimmy's doing, right? And so I clicked on I randomly clicked on one of your videos, right? And I was like, okay, they just watching a fight as usual.
Fucking start screaming.
And then you guys just start screaming, and I'm like, you know what?
Every time we're like, oh yeah, I think he's gonna. Oh shit! We're fucking screaming.
Like, oh my god!
Like, you know what? That's what they're best at.
There was one where we were like
reactions.
There was one where it was like me, John, and Tom's like, what if he gets knocked out? Holy shit! He gets knocked out right after.
Motherfucker got killed.
We were like fucking screaming a second after we said that. Fucking, what if he gets knocked out?
And remember that one time we're like, oh!
Motherfucker got killed.
If it was outside, like people would be like, "What's going on?"
Oh yeah, our neighbors
good.
probably fucking send complaints.
Yeah, almost all of them we fucking stream, unless the card is shit, and we're just like, yeah, guys, this was.
Because some of these fights, like they're becoming more and more like. I think we're just waiting for the big fights.
I think it was the last card, Stipe and Daniel. That video, we really didn't do shit. Like, yeah,
that shit was boring, dude.
There was no knockouts. It was all finished.
It was all like
decisions.
Because the reason why is like. DC is not the same guy anymore, man.
He's too old. He's
too old. Like that fight, he looked completely out of shape. He got.
He did very. I think he did very well, but Stipe was just an amazing fucking shape, dude.
Like, bro, look at his if you go back to that fight, bro, his belly went over his trunks, and I was like, bro,
I don't know. It looked normal to me.
Yeah, it's just Stipe looks fucking good, man. Honestly,
like, bro, I think he lost weight too, because I noticed he looked way thinner.
He looks super like cut and fucking jacked, like ready to fight.
Which brings up the next question. Like, what about? So, what's this whole deal with John Jones? Like, he vacated the light heavyweight belt to go to heavyweight.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna make a video about that. But basically, he did it because why be there? I mean, Dominic Reyes, really? How much is he gonna make fighting him again? Not much.
Not much, personally.
And I mean, he could lose. There's a possibility. He's like, why am I gonna lose to this guy and make only like a couple $100,000 when I could fight Brock for fucking $1 million, man, and beat him because Brock's a chump. He's gonna beat his ass. So
that's the problem too. If Brock wants to fight. I think
Brock would get his ass beat. That guy's old as fuck. His body's deteriorating from all those roids in the fucking in the 90s. Now Francis, that's a scary fight. Francis, he could lose if he's not careful.
That's what I'm saying. Why is nobody talking about the Francis fight? Like I feel like that's
he hit so fucking hard that he could kill someone. He could kill anyone.
That's why I bet. That's probably why John Jones went heavyweight because he got scared.
But I'm confident he'll beat him because if Stipe could, he will. I think he's a better fighter than Stipe is. So. I
think Francis now he's proven that he's actually worth something now. His hits, he fought. Who was that guy?
Zeno?
Yeah,
that knocked him out. Yeah.
Well, that was his fault. He didn't fault. He fought him and bro, he knocked him out in 20 seconds. Like, come on, man, that was dumb of him to do that shit.
Yeah, that was dumb. But John, I'm gonna make a full video, like a super informative one, probably like a couple weeks. So I'm gonna make it super detailed. But
he better be. I'm gonna bet you right now. I bet you he's gonna start doping, and that's gonna cost him to fucking get kicked out.
Doping.
It has to be, bro. Right now he's bulking up because he's trying to get. He has to get to heavyweight, so he has to bulk up a lot.
His legs are skinny as shit, but he's strong as shit though.
Well, his legs are skinny because he does have a good reach with his legs and his arms.
He deadlifts 600 pounds with those legs. I'm like, how are they not snapping?
Like, bro, he has like a Kevin Durant body, low key. Like
Yeah, he does. He's
yeah,
he's not
like-
7 foot. That's the only
Like
thing.
he's
Yeah.
very lengthy. That's the one thing I've seen.
But
about
he has a bigger upper body. Like his upper body's not skinny. It's just his legs. But,
Yeah.
I still feel Dominic was robbed of that match, bro.
robbed. I mean, it was really
That's
close.
gotta be. He had to have been robbed, dude. There's no way. I could go back and watch
The
that.
third
fight.
round, I saw the fight like 4 times. The third round, it can go either way. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
that's what
gonna.
I'm saying. If anything, draw.
I would have been okay with that too, but usually they don't want to do that and be like boxing. Like every big fight's like it's a draw. I'm like, no, it's not, motherfucker. He lost, and they're gonna.
Well, I
do a
think the reason
draw?
why too is because like this fight, well, it wasn't during when the COVID, right?
Just
It
think
was-
about it. Boxing, Canelo Triple G, draw. Wilder Fury #1, draw. I'm like, dude, it wasn't a fucking draw. Just pick someone, man.
Well, I think the Nate Diaz fight should have kept going, but no.
The Nate Diaz fight. He was getting his ass whooped, but yeah, they shouldn't have stopped the fight though.
They shouldn't have stopped the fight.
He
But
would have
people-
lost either way, but yeah,
I think because Nate was coming back, like the first 2 rounds, of course, went to Mazadov, but during like I think the third round, he got him on the ground, which that's the thing about Nate. He's not a very good striker when you get him there, but like when you get him on the ground, he'll choke you out. He did it.
Yeah,
to McGregor.
he did it to McGregor, yeah.
Yeah.
But UFC is looking exciting. Boxing is not much. I don't know. But,
Boxing is kind of like slow right now because they're trying to get the big names. I think the reason why too is because there's not that.
Oh,
many.
I should probably ask Leah. Did you watch
COVID.
those YouTube boxing fights, like Logan Paul and KSI? Did you watch those?
I did not watch those,
Those were like
They don't-
jokes, man.
but
They're funny.
I was
They're funny
like
to watch.
I was like
Funny to
reading
watch.
about them like what
Dude.
like I was just questioning like what is going on.
I was
Like,
watching the
we-
fights. They're fighting at such a low level. They're just like street fighting. I'm like, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Well, because
Like,
they're only like
oh.
6-round exhibition matches. They're basically like traditional exhibition.
Hey, Leah, you know what's
What?
funny? We watched it outside of Hooters.
Oh yeah, we did. We watched just that.
Oh, at Danza? Or did
Yeah, we're in the mall and they're playing the fight in Hooters, and everyone was like outside the glass of the store and just
Yeah.
watching from the outside. Like,
we were
There's
all
a thing-
watching.
I mean, yeah,
but
there's a thing.
some people weren't there for the TV. Some people were
Yeah.
staring at something else. So.
Well, because too, I
Yeah,
think
true.
that fight had a couple good people underneath that card too. There was Javante Davis was on that card, but he was like,
and he's a real fighter too. I'm like, how are you gonna disrespect this world
I
class
think
dude
you
and
gotta
put him
real- you
under
gotta
these
realize this.
chumps? Like,
I think the real reason why this happened was because Eddie Hearn saw the opportunity.
yeah, to make money.
Either.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's like the opportunity was there. He took advantage of it, which honestly is not a bad move because he's
I just-
actually from the UK.
I know
he's-
casual fans don't care, but to people that are like invested, it's pretty disrespectful to put a world class boxer underneath a fucking YouTuber. It's
It's
like, you're his undercard. I'm like, he's
it's
got the
the-
box ever in his fucking life. The fuck?
I think too.
I should be the main event, not this fucker. I would whip his ass. I'm like, honestly, I think if you're a better fighter than someone, they should not be the main event ahead of you. If you're a better fighter than they are, I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
dude, this whole thing,
Oh, like,
that whole
the
fight
money
was
fight.
just, in my opinion,
They made a lot of money though.
Pretty-
I give Paul's
pretty,
credit.
just pretty odd to me
Yeah.
because it's YouTubers, right?
Yeah,
And
I said they can fight whenever they want, but they should make their own thing. Don't put real boxers on their card. Like,
I don't know.
come on.
It's just so weird because YouTubers went from like talking smack about each other
To
in
fighting.
roasting videos to boxing and fighting in the safest way.
Imagine
Right,
right.
guys.
Oh, okay. Imagine Rice Gum fighting. Oh my god, that skinny fuck would get.
Like that would just be so funny. Like they went from roasting each other, throwing out like rap battles and YouTube videos to going toe to toe in the arena. It's like what?
It's
just
so
didn't
sad.
occur to me.
But I guess next topic, NFL. What do you know about NFL, Leah?
Oh
you
my
watch it?
gosh.
You watch a lot of NFL?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say.
Do you not watch any?
No, because like you know how it is. Like this year was pretty messed up.
Yeah.
And so now everything's just getting like back up and running. So
Uh,
I'll look into it, but I haven't looked into it yet.
do you have a favorite team in the NFL? Or not really? You don't watch enough.
Not anymore.
No. What was
It's
what
just
was
like-
what was your favorite team?
Like I do mess with like Seattle.
The shit Chargers? I'm just gonna-
Oh, she's in Seattle.
I always mess with Seattle.
Hey, that's right.
Like
Seattle
I'm always looking to like
That's right.
Seahawks.
like who could also be like a good team.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just going in like hopping on the bandwagon like people who are like with the Patriots.
That's
and
right.
Like
I remember
But,
that jacket, singing it in the hallways.
Yeah, I used to always wear that jacket.
you know of the do you know of the
I took
new
it off, people didn't recognize me.
Do you know the new superstars like Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Sure you heard of those guys.
Yeah, I remember
Lamar
talking
Jackson.
to you about like, the whole recent Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Kansas City should have been there the year before.
Oh, the year before, yeah, when they got
The year
fucking robbed.
before.
Yeah.
Because like they were just gonna like dominate.
They
and
would.
then you
They
saw
would.
and you saw this game, this recent Super Bowl was just so good.
It was really, really good.
I enjoyed it so much.
Like the Patrick Mahomes is a fucking champ, and so is its 49ers. They're champs too, but
Yeah,
Patrick
but,
is
like
so
you
good.
saw what the outcome of that game before it even started.
Yeah.
Like you knew it was gonna be a good fight, right? Like it was gonna be decent, but like the way it was and the way it ended, it was oddly satisfying to just. Like,
Yeah, it was really good. That was a fun Super Bowl. What was the halftime show again? It was fucking Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, they should have Drake at the halftime. Imagine Drake. Oh my god, dude, that would be the best halftime show I've ever seen.
Yeah, but like NFL, other than that Super Bowl, like that's probably like the last time I looked at it. So
yeah.
I know it's like it's getting started, like with the season now.
I hope it starts regularly. Yeah, I think there's gonna be fans. I don't know for the NFL this season.
Nah, I don't think so.
I
think because didn't Jerry Jones say he's gonna open up his stadium soon to basically let fans go in? Apparently that's what I've been hearing.
It's gonna be weird seeing that sport with no fans. Imagine just people throwing the ball like said hi, and it's quiet as hell. Like,
I mean, they can just do the same thing what baseball is doing, just basically have cut out cupboards or whatnot.
Oh, stupid as fuck.
I mean, it's stupid, but I mean, it's something.
It's something. It's not empty. Like,
NBA,
you wouldn't win an empty stadium.
The NBA is kind of cool.
I ain't paying no $300 to basically,
hell no,
for a cardboard cutout.
The NBA is kind of cool because they had the virtual, like you could see virtually, and you see the fans on the stands.
I saw
virtually.
that. I thought that was kind of cool.
That's
you
so
saw
weird.
like Lil Wayne there and
weird,
shit.
Dude.
Did you see someone bring a goat?
Oh yeah.
I saw someone
goat.
wearing something else.
But I guess I have a good question. What would be your dream halftime show? Dream artist as a halftime? Any artist ever? It can be any genre.
What sport? Well, which one?
Bring back Shakira.
Halftime for the NFL Super Bowl.
Hey,
halftime.
I enjoy the Shakira one. I enjoyed that one.
Shakira was okay.
Oh, I'm trying to think. There was like this one really good. Same time. I was thinking the same thing. Oh, there was one that was really, really good.
For me, it's easy. Drake. I mean, he's a fucking beast. So imagine that.
Drake will never do that, bro. I just
imagine Eminem.
Oh shit, that would be crazy.
Eminem would be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be
Eminem and Drake.
I mean, look at the shit halftime. I mean, the last one wasn't bad. The last year's, I like Jennifer and Shakira.
I think that was the best.
Yeah,
one.
I thought that was actually pretty good.
The Justin Timberlake.
Oh, the one before that.
Hey, don't be talking smack about Justin Timberlake.
He's a good artist. It's just so shitty, like set
He's
up.
just like the problem with Justin Timberlake is just like he's
garbage. He's 0 out of 10.
Shut up, Thomas.
He's like a 10 out of 10 me. Like
what about Drake, the baby? That would be a good one.
Everyone would love the baby, dude. Honestly,
yeah, the baby's clean as fuck.
He's cool. I like the baby. At first, I wasn't really rocking with him until I listened to like his other album. I think Shug was a good song.
All the ladies
Babysitter was a good song.
Bop was clean.
Bop was really dope.
Yeah.
But here's my problem. But here's another problem I have with the baby. I feel like his sound is like kind of becoming the same, and I feel
That's true. I feel that
needs
too.
to update it a little more.
I low-key feel that too.
Yeah, he has a lot of the same tone.
I don't mind it, but he has to like because
why not Pop Smoke? No, I'm just kidding.
Pop Smoke.
Well, there's people who have that type of sound. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Big rip to Big Pop Smoke.
Yeah, big R.I.P. man. Pop Smoke.
By the way,
I have a shit ton of his songs.
Another rapper died today too.
Yeah, I actually after the weird thing is I never listened to Pop Smoke until after he died. He actually has good songs though.
I actually got into his music, and I didn't know he passed away. Actually.
Yeah, I
think that happened with a lot of people.
And
like everyone was getting into
X too. When X died, I didn't listen until after he died.
Well, I listened to X when he was in jail. The whole era
I heard some of X songs before he died.
And then
I like Riot. I like Brat.
Riot is clean.
Young Brat's is a good song.
Dude, X has like a lot of lit shit. It's just a lot of lit stuff.
Now don't get me wrong. His albums have been I think.
Oh, the new ones since he's died? Yeah, they're not the same.
Well, because those songs aren't finished. Those songs are like halfway done.
Yeah, and he doesn't get to put his own input on it because he's not around anymore.
Because the company has to, the music label has to make their money back because X signed it. Before he died, I think X signed a 6-year deal with.
So they have the right to post shit.
I don't know if he signed with. I think he signed with Capitol or Columbia.
Some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, 6 years. of worth of content that he already worked on. Because
Yeah.
there's a couple. What was the last song they had?
Last
Good
la-
vibes. It was called.
good vibes, yeah, good vibes. And a lot of it wasn't even him. It was his like his friend artists and stuff. It wasn't
That's what
even
I'm
him.
saying. Like, there's only a couple songs where they weren't finished. X
Uh,
bitch was I like that. X bitch was a good song.
That was a good one.
I fuck with it.
His best albums were the ones when he was alive, no doubt. Like Question
Yeah.
Mark. What was the other one?
17
Yeah.
I love 17 will
17
always be
was
my
good.
favorite album.
It had Jocelyn Flores on it. It
I
had.
think I enjoyed that one the most.
Yeah.
Fuck Love was a pretty good
Fuck
song.
Love was a good one.
That was Revenge. I love that song.
Revenge. That was a good one.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like he just dude. He died at 21, right? So he died pretty young.
Yeah, but he has
Also,
a lot of lit
they-
shit like Young Brats and shit. That shit is too lit.
Sipping tea in your hood.
Sipping tea in your hood.
That was
Yeah.
a good song.
That's
Well,
a good
it's
song.
it's like Waka Flocka Crunk song, right? Like
Yeah.
you know, like
It's like
Lil
run up on me. That one was lit as hell.
Yeah.
But I had that as my outro. No, my intro.
I remember you
my
did
old
one
videos.
point.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
To
I
the,
remember that.
to the Omegle videos.
Yeah.
Look at Omegle. Oh, Leah, have you seen them? Like us
Oh
and
my
Omegle.
god, those.
I forgot today too. Today is it marks 2-year anniversary of Mac Miller before he died.
Oh, Mac.
Oh,
Damn,
yeah.
already.
dude.
Damn, it's already been that long. Jesus.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
I listened to his music, dude. He was gonna
Honestly, I'm not gonna
perform at State, dude. Actually,
Oh, he was. It's true.
yeah.
He was.
So I think it was the same slot as Nick Cannon's Wall and Out thing
Yeah,
that he
Nick
was
Cannon.
having.
Yeah.
So that's that day
That
before
is
Nick
true.
that one. It was going to be Mac Miller, and I was gonna go to that, dude.
That's
and
true.
It was dropped. And
That's
I
a
was
damn
like,
shame.
yo, no way.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I remember seeing his name on like the headline. I was like, oh shit. But
Well, because people right now, I think the one who apparently killed him, because they found laced. He died from some sort of the drug that killed him was it Molly or some Parkinson? It was some drug.
always a
But-
doctor.
It was a
It's always,
drug.
it's always the
Yeah.
doctors.
So, but no, it was so he got it from his plug, and the plug apparently
Fucking
laced.
plug.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
his plug laced his I think his Molly that and it killed him because it was fake Molly, and that guy, the one that the police caught him. He's in jail now, but now like, see, you can't really blame this guy because like Mac told him to come, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
The
Yeah.
court system has to go through the procedures of basically if they need to determine if this case is a homicide because the guy I believe doesn't know if these drugs were laced, and then he's it's a 1-on-1 situation. Mac
Yeah.
wanted to get the drugs, but that were illegal,
Yeah.
and it's hard. So I
But
can't really get too
I think this will wrap up sports to everyone that loves the sports part. I know we
Yeah,
didn't
we're
talk
trying
much
to push
sports,
all
but
this-
this is a different kind of podcast that we have Leon. So everyone that's non-sports, we're starting non-sports stuff. 42 seconds in, 42 minutes in, and 39 seconds. I had a question for Leah. How was it winning homecoming? How did it feel at the moment?
Oh my gosh.
Special, right?
Sparkle with rainbows.
Looking back, I remember. Okay, so I remember you were. I looked at exactly where you were sitting because you were sitting with all my close friends.
It was
Yeah,
like,
we were all
I
fucking
would've been
screaming.
your name too.
I was still somewhat limping from earlier that day because that was the day I fell.
You
Oh
roll
my
your ankle
god!
No, I fell on my knee.
Yeah, she like
Oh.
slipped on her knee.
on your kneecap. Did you tear your meniscus?
No, I was scared though because basketball
I was
season was
scared.
around the corner. But in the moment, it was. I actually did not think I would win, and that is
Were
full
you-
honesty.
Oh, I got a question. Were you embarrassed at all for falling down, or did
Oh
you?
hell no!
When you fucking
Alright,
fell?
that's right.
Oh god
Hell
damn!
no!
That's right.
I have way too much confidence to
Hey, that's right.
let
That's
myself go down like that.
So how was
It hurt?
So when did you decide to run for homecoming? Was it right away? Like you already knew right away you wanted to run?
Oh no, I think it was freshman year. I was like, okay, I'm starting high school, right? I wanna go out strong.
That was one of your goals from freshman year?
Yeah. So I was
Yeah.
like, I want to do
Yeah.
homecoming because that seems like the coolest thing ever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question. So, how did you feel when you heard everyone cheering for you and
Oh yeah.
around Leah, and all that? How did you feel? You, the whole school was cheering for
Yeah,
you.
like
that
during your
made me
speech.
realize I was like, oh my god, this is way bigger than me because I thought I was some high school nobody,
Yeah.
I didn't
Everyone-
think nobody knew
You were
me.
just so known, and I guess
Yeah.
I didn't know
guys,
how.
everyone said,
Yeah. To tell a story and for Wildcat and everyone else that wasn't there.
I would love to hear this.
Yeah,
And
it was
everything.
because every year I think there's a
There's
what's
a
it called?
homecoming. There's a homecoming
Assembly.
assembly, and that's basically where all the homecoming candidates give out speeches.
And to narrate, so it was like I think girls go first, and they named like all the candidates. Everyone got some cheer, some girls mother, but when Leah fucking got called, it was like fucking the whole fucking assembly was like Leah, and like everyone was fucking cheering.
I was like, God
I was
damn.
like,
All the other girls
I was
were,
looking at the
were
freshmen.
I think we started the. I think us when we were sitting there, we started the stomping, and then everyone
Dude,
fucking
I think we
started
did.
singing.
Yeah.
I
Started
knew
the
it was you
fucking
guys.
chant.
Yeah.
David told me. David was like, bro, I think we like started that stuff or something like that.
And then she gave her speech.
Yeah, we don't talk to that fool anymore.
Yeah, we don't talk to him. But
Fuck that
yeah,
guy.
the only person that got like close was Nico. He was the guy that won. Nico did. He got a shitload of cheer. I don't think he was even as much as Leah's though. Still, but
I
just
think
Leah's had the best.
Yeah,
it
Leah
was kind of crazy just looking at that because I was like, wait,
Crazy.
Yeah, what was going through your head when you heard the shit?
it's because there was freshmen there.
Prom queen.
Dude, literally everyone.
Hey man,
was
they're
doing
freshmen. They'll go crazy.
It. Everyone was doing it. Us,
We were
the
freshmen in a whole school, dude.
Like
the whole
freshmen,
school.
sophomores,
Sophomores, juniors,
This is
seniors. We were
nuts.
seniors.
I'm guarantee all the other candidates were like, "Holy shit!" Like, what fucking?
Yeah, they're like,
happened?
no, they can't compare to this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna win. I'm gonna drop
Leah,
out. now.
low-key, you could have ran for prom queen.
Yeah, you probably would have won that too.
Yeah, you probably hella would have won that.
No, real deal. Because the thing is, prom was based off of senior votes, and
I think
so
you still would have won.
It's kind of messed up.
I didn't
but okay.
think
won.
I didn't think I would have gotten senior votes compared to like everybody else.
You would have won.
Yeah, you would have won. You still would have won.
Still would have won.
My whole idea
I
was
could've won.
there's 4 years, there's 4 different like
Put me in there.
levels. I know people who are freshmen, I know people who are sophomores, I know people who are juniors.
That was the funny. Honestly, that whole cheer and cheering for you was like the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, that was.
Like, at first, I never would have thought you were gonna run.
It was so
Then when
loud
you
as
did,
shit.
I was like,
Really?
"Oh, yeah, let's get this
Yeah,
shit.
I didn't
Fuck
know.
everyone
I don't
else.
think I even knew until you told me like a little bit before
Yeah,
the assembly.
I was like, dude, I'm gonna do homecoming.
Yeah.
Like, you should nominate me.
And then your
Oh, yeah,
speech.
the idea you were gonna win, dude. Honestly, it was like
I was
Yeah.
even shocked that I was nominated because I thought I was some high school nobody. Like, like those quiet kids. That
And
you
then
never
you
really
became the
noticed.
most famous person in school.
Yeah,
I remember,
you
bro, I
were.
remember in the homecoming game, you were on the car too, right?
I almost felt the car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember? Like, I was
like,
holding the.
"Ah, don't fall.
I was looking dead at you guys too.
Yeah, you were. Remember, I was
And
like,
then as soon as the car tilted forward, I
Did
almost
you hear
fell
us on
off.
the side screaming?
oh, remember? Didn't you say something to me? I was like, don't fall again. And you were gonna fall.
Yeah, one of you guys said that. I was
Yeah, and you were like, shut
Should've
the
been
fuck
funny.
up.
I
But
tried so hard getting back to you guys too because I wanted to watch the rest of the game.
yeah. But so when you walked, that was the same day you gave a speech, right? When we all cheered for you, you gave a speech.
No,
like,
that
right
was
after?
the prep.
Oh,
That was
just-
I fell.
Was that? Oh, that was when you fell. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I don't remember this. I was there for that.
But
people were saying that I fell on purpose.
no, you didn't. I saw it. You didn't fall.
And they were saying I
You gotta
fell
send me
for
that video. I gotta
votes.
look at it.
No,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no, I
I'll
heard
send you
someone
the
tell
video.
me that like, oh, she probably she fell, and that's probably why she won. I'm like, dude, trust me, the falling would have made
No, votes were calculated the day of the speeches, a week before
you
that
would've-
happened.
You still would have.
exactly.
You still would have won.
And I was so mad, like when people were saying, I was like,
The
bro,
whole school cheered for you before you fell.
Yeah, they were already
it
cheering.
happened before.
You're already
I
cheering.
fell.
So when you wrote the speech, how did you take your time writing it? Or you
I
already knew
wrote that speech 2 hours earlier.
what- 2 hours earlier.
Hey,
You were ready for that, dude.
Like, because like speeches for me are best written
Right
like,
before?
right before something happens.
Hey, that's
Because-
funny as shit because in my art school when I was doing speech class, I like before I'd always prepare my speeches, but my last final speech which was the most points. I actually decided not to do it because I was like, I already have an A in this class. It was really easy. I actually really liked the class
Yeah,
too.
give me a sec. I'm gonna check out this video real quick.
Oh yeah, I sent it to you.
5
but
minutes.
But I like literally like an hour before class was starting, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna just wing it. I'm not gonna write shit down. I'm just gonna wing it and go for it. If I fuck it up, I fuck it up. So when I gave the speech, apparently my speech was like, and I literally like was just pulling shit out my ass, dude.
Yeah.
Apparently that speech was the best speech of all my speeches, and everyone in my class was inspired and all this bullshit. And I was like, what? And they're like, oh my God, I look up to you. That was the best speech ever. My professor was like, yeah, that's a really good speech.
Showing
When
the
did you
video.
prepare this? I'm like, I kind of didn't.
Yeah.
And,
Like I didn't even have a printer,
Where-
and Mr. Olinger wanted it printed out.
Nah, 10 for me now.
And so I
print mine
don't know,
out.
I
said,
straight
"I'm
up just like
fly."
I straight up
But-
I
just
had to
like
see it.
wrote that
I need
crap.
proof.
Yeah, but Leah, when you had to give it, were you nervous at all or not at all? Like it
Oh
was easy.
no,
Yeah, it was
talking in front of like, cause like these are your friends.
Yeah.
Like
That's
so
the
I
whole
just
school though.
Be like, you're
yeah,
my
I
friend.
fell in front of the whole school and I didn't give a crap.
You're the only. I think you're the only
That's true.
You're the only candidate that didn't fall under pressure. I think all the other girls did.
Well, I think
But you fell though. I'm just kidding.
some people, when like I feel like there's so much audience, you could somehow blank it out and
Yeah.
accept it, which
Yeah.
makes you like not lose like or have no pressure at all. I felt like I've been in that type of situation.
They said make eye contact, and so like every
Did-
time I looked up, I
Huh.
saw like
Shitloads
just,
of people.
like, a bunch of my friends like just around. I'm like, I'm just chilling. Like I'm wearing like this nice little dress I got. I'm just speaking my
I saw
mind.
part 2 and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, what did she fell?
I started yelling.
Dude, when we saw, I remember just like the aftermath of that prep assembly was
God.
just nuts. Like everyone was like in the hallways, like, "Yo, that was crazy."
Oh,
And no one's like, "Are you like?" Everyone's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I'm
I'm
all limping to 5th period.
remember when everyone kept blowing up condoms?
Oh
and-
yeah, the assemblies.
Dude,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I used to do that shit too. That
And
shit
then
was
the
funny.
teacher kept trying to
Yeah.
catch it.
Me, like so mad because they
Like,
did it during
it's
Edwin's
like, like
tribute.
slipping off. I'm like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember when they did it during Edwin's tribute for like
Yeah,
the final
Edwin.
senior farewell? And
That was
I
fucked up, yeah.
literally was about to. I was like about to get up out
Is
of
there
my
a video
chair.
of it? Please tell me there is.
I
I
don't-
gotta find
I
it.
don't know.
I should
No,
have recorded that.
I literally wanted to get up out of my chair, just like run over, and just be like, what the hell are you doing?
Dude, that was so fucked up, man.
It was
is,
so
bro.
messed up.
They fucking
dude.
did it during his tribute.
Man,
During his
That was fucked
Fuck,
up.
that's so fucked up.
Sorry.
But
Dude,
Condom
that's some
balloons.
stupid
It
shit.
was in the freshman area, dude.
yeah, it was those
That was a
assholes.
freshman, dude. Some of the freshmen didn't give no fucks.
Remember they were like keeping it away from a teacher, like throw it over there.
Man,
But,
get a pink one, name it Rufus, and throw it in the crowd. See if someone grabs it.
But
No,
remember,
but, like, every assembly was there was
Yeah,
like,
like the-
condoms.
like the prep time.
Damn, don't you take a hit right now? I think he took
Oh
a
my
hit,
God.
didn't he?
Oh shit! But I was gonna say, the prep time, the thing where you guys did the songs.
Get a little bit.
Keep fucking laughing, but you're the.
Stop laughing.
Gotta hear the song, man.
Oh god. Okay, I was gonna say you're the only one that had like a different song. Everyone had like a new song, and you had remember you had a High School Musical.
Yeah, I did.
Did you have your backpack on or no? Like the High School Musical
I
backpack.
I did. I have my High School Musical backpacks. I
Yeah,
have
it's-
2 of them.
Yeah, I
Like
fucked
everyone had like Cardi B or Drake, and then you're just like my
I was
turn.
like-
High School Musical.
I rehearsed that crap. They said, okay, JR told me, okay, you're gonna do a lip sync, so we need your song, and I'm like, okay, you know what?
You fucking fell.
We need to get hyped some way somehow, right? And
Oh my
so
God.
I told JR I'm gonna do High School Musical's Bet on It
Oh god damn.
because I
Yeah.
mess with that song. That
Remember you-
song's
I
all
remember
about
what-
like just
Yeah.
proving myself.
Yeah, I remember when you jumped off the stage.
People thought I was
Yeah.
gonna fall there.
Yeah, I thought that's when we were gonna
People
fall.
thought I was gonna fall.
And then you started running, and then you fucking fell.
I almost ran into the AP. I
my God, that would've
I
been so
dipped around the AP.
Bam.
I was like, I
And
remember
was-
seeing you. You jumped and you fucking fell. I remember that.
She went.
And
I
then-
you were about to go get ready for a handstand or like a fucking
what's
like
his
little
name?
girl.
I remember
Mr. Nichols. Yeah, Mr. Nichols tried helping me
he
up.
got up. He's like, "Are you okay?"
No, he was like holding my arms, trying to lift me up, and I'm like, I'm
Oh.
just gonna sit here for a while and process
Yeah.
what the hell just happened.
Did your glasses fall off or no?
I think I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they did.
That must have hurt badly.
Oh shit!
No, it was a basketball court, so it's
Yeah.
like I'm used to falling on that since I played basketball. But
Yeah.
like I just hurt
remember?
Ah.
Weren't you the coach for the senior versus teacher?
Oh yeah.
I
You were the coach
was,
for the
and
se-
we almost won
Oh
that
my
game.
god,
Bro,
dude!
dude, there's so many fuck ups. Like I'm not gonna lie, like Nico was cool, but he did not pass the ball.
He just kept
to
shooting it
anyone.
like an idiot.
I
He just
I
kept
tried.
Hey, Rez, but did you win that game? Or what?
No, we fucking
No,
lost.
it was a close game.
course.
It was the
Like
closest
everyone
game.
was like, pass it to Chase, because dude, he's a shooter, and he probably would have made a shit ton.
Yeah, I probably would have.
I tried. I remember I cycled Nico out the game because I saw him being.
I cycled him out.
I cycled him and I
Damn,
cycled
man.
Dominic out.
Oh, Dominic was good, but yeah.
They were both not going against team. I put Anna in
Oh,
because
Anna's good.
Arciaga was in.
freakish.
And Arciaga is like this tall, like big tall guy, right?
Yeah.
And if
I
anyone,
saw Arciaga when I was playing
anyone
basketball
can
like a
take
few weeks
him
ago.
up, it's on.
Hagen,
Oh my god.
Benita.
God damn.
I mean, Chase
Yeah.
wasn't bad. Like
No, he wasn't.
He was
No,
the best shooter
open,
there.
Like he was open like 80% of the time.
Yeah, he was the best
Mhm.
shooter there.
He really was.
Mm.
like I saw the stuff that was happening, so I just like made an effort to like take him out. But then you have like seniors, you're like, I want to play, I want to get in, and it's
Uh-huh.
like I have that mentality of I want to freaking win, I want to be
You
able.
should have
to
been like, shut the fuck up. I'm putting you in who I want.
John played too.
Oh yeah, John. He made like 2 points. He was
Dude,
like
he kept
yelling.
getting mad. Remember he hit the ground?
Oh yeah.
What?
Remember, I think
Oh,
we
my
yelled.
God.
Remember we were yelling like, "John, stop being a bitch" or something like that. I don't know what we said.
Yeah,
we were there.
it was a fun thing to do, coach that game.
You should have just benched Nico. He's like, Nico, sit the fuck
I
down.
did.
man."
I did.
Yeah.
For like the fourth, I took him out the game.
Yeah, he kept fucking. He would like literally sprint to the other side, try to make a layup, and get blocked by Arciaga. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Those
man?
teachers, man, they got good cardio, man. They're adults. There's a reason why.
I don't think he really knows how to play basketball.
Yeah. No, he
I
doesn't.
don't know. He was
Who, John?
forcing shots too much. Didn't
But,
pass the ball when everyone was open. But
Gotcha.
Yeah. I guess
whatever
it-
now.
Can John ball or no? Let's be honest.
he's all right.
He's all right.
Okay, I gotta play him 1v1.
I can literally, I can 21-0 and zip him like easily. So, but yeah, he's all right.
Sure.
No, I can. I've done it before. He's rage quit several times.
Uh,
Fucking, I'm quitting. I'm like, why? He's like, it's 10-0. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought.
bro, it's only like 10-0. Chill out.
But what was I gonna ask? Oh yeah, Leah, what was your favorite grade in high school?
What do you mean?
Favorite grade, like freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior? What was your favorite grade? Best.
Honestly, probably senior year. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for
because
anything.
Homecoming.
Senior's always the best year.
Yeah, senior year we just didn't
and
care.
grad night. Grad night was like
Oh, grad night.
it was pretty lit. Honestly,
Oh, grad night was lit. I actually liked
Dude,
it.
like
Disney.
I didn't
Your
go on
14 class was
anything.
better.
I only went on like one ride, but like
We had the
still
best
like
year
just
of our
walking
lives, man.
around.
Oh yeah,
Well,
Leah
so
went
did
on
John.
one ride.
He only went on one ride because I forced him, and it was like the pirate ship that goes like.
Like the little kid ride.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. You told me he was freaking crying and panicking.
No,
problem
it's
with
just that it was like these bitches in the back were screaming and like loud, and like when it started going down, there's like a whole bunch of pressure getting on your chest, and I don't think that was a good combination. So then like things like Johnny's kind of like scared of roller coasters and rides like that, so I feel like that fucked with him too much.
You start
I
crying.
don't blame him for that one because that was kind of a shitty ride.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think I was there because
Yeah.
I showed up like right after you guys like went on it,
Uh-huh.
and like John was like he was not having it.
Yeah,
Remember
I
he-
don't
remember
think
he-
he cried, but no,
Went
he
to
was.
remember he like
he
went to
was, like,
sleep
kinda
by the
shocked.
he like left and went to sleep by the theater or some shit the whole time. He was sleeping. He
I
was
mean,
like the whole time. I was like, damn.
Nah, but like Granite was pretty lit. Like,
I tried to
I don't know.
be with John for a bit when he was at the theaters because I kind of felt bad. I
Yeah.
wanted him to feel alone.
I was at the.
I also needed a break from the roller coasters.
I was going on like every roller coaster. I was like, fuck
Dude,
it.
I know. Dude, I remember I got on the first roller coaster. Like, this is an easy one. It was fucking not
It was like
easy.
it's fucking Viper
One
or
of the
some
worst
shit.
ones. And then like when we get on the ride, like Jimmy got like so hyped up. He's like, whoa, whoa,
Remember
Thomas,
fucking
your
cussing?
your face on Viper, dude. I remember I was with you guys when you guys went on Viper,
We were
And-
fucking cussing the whole
and
time.
you guys
Fucking
took pictures.
cussing, yeah.
No, you guys took pictures of the picture that they have that you can buy and stuff. You guys took a picture of that, and I remember seeing your
Whoa.
face, Thomas. Your face is so priceless.
We were like, fuck, like going down the thing. Oh my god.
You know what I also remember though from like
I don't have
the
the
day
pictures,
before.
though.
The day before we had the senior breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
the senior
Wait,
breakfast.
who
And we
took the
went to
picture? I don't-
Walmart.
Did I have the picture? I don't
Oh.
remember.
We went to Walmart and we bought those lightsabers.
Oh, my
Remember
God.
the whole school? Not the
I
whole
was
school, but like
there.
a lot of shit ton of kids fucking
were
got the
going to see
lightsabers and fighting in the
Deadpool 2.
parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
It's because we were going to see Deadpool 2, and the first showing was until like 11 or 12.
Oh,
It's like,
And
all-
remember how
we-
loud we were in the theater? Literally, our whole senior was like
They-
the whole theater.
The AMC,
And you just fucking- you just hear
instructor went
cheering.
into the theater. And
John
like,
was
"You
super
guys
happy. He
need
was
to
saying some
quiet
stupid
down."
shit. It was funny. He kept making
Yeah.
the whole theater laugh.
It
Fucking
was
John.
so-
Yeah,
like, they were just like random people showing up and like, oh man, this is not the day to
senior breakfast at
There was
hometown
com-
buffet.
There's complaints, and then the theater like people came to the theater and be like, "I hope can all of you guys not be so loud and be quiet to watch the movie? Thank you." I'm like, "We're gonna kick all of us out? We're the whole theater."
It didn't even start yet. At
I
Yeah.
know.
Like,
And we nothing changed. We're still loud.
Everyone
like,
kept
she
screaming
said, She
shit.
said that we could hear you guys from other
Yeah, I mean, when you put a whole like senior class into one theater here when they don't give a fuck, I mean, yeah, it's gonna
like
be
we're
loud.
about to graduate.
It'd be like a concert, dude.
we
Like,
kept
we're just
we kept
vibing.
screaming stupid shit. People were laughing. Like, "I want my money back!" Like,
Oh yeah, we
movie.
kept saying, "I want." You're like, I
We're
paid
all turning on
$3.99
the
for this. And-
we're all turning on the lightsabers.
Look at Deadpool.
Oh man, that was
Oh, yeah,
that was
see-
probably the best though.
Yeah, senior year was the best year for us, but
Yeah, that was fun. That was
That was
fun
like
for sure.
that was 2 years ago, dude. Now we're in our like what third year college.
yeah.
Yeah, technically, I'm a freshman again. Sadly,
I guess Wildcat. What would be your best
I would have,
high school year?
sorry, I would say junior and senior year. I think those are the times basically was probably the best. Senior year was probably the most I liked about it.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I just felt like, damn. I went to the same school you guys went. I went to Mar Vista. And
oh, you
Yeah.
did?
yeah, I went to I knew Mr. Topete.
Oh, it's
Hara.
okay.
Oh,
Oh
Hara,
shit!
dude, Hara was fucking. I should
Hara-
talk
Is
shit
it
on
Hara,
him, but
he cried every time he
Teaching
didn't do his homework.
he's still teaching. Yeah, but he was.
What? I thought he dipped. He told me he was gonna dip this year, or I don't know.
Wait,
Really?
did Senior Hara cry every time?
Yeah,
he
he like we didn't do homework. He started crying. I'm like, what the fuck?
uh-huh.
I'll give you this.
It's
I'll
so
tell you about Mr.
emotional. I
Hara
was
because
like,
me and
dude,
him. I'll
fuck
tell you
your
this.
assignments,
One
man.
thing I'll tell you about Mr. Hara is like he genuinely cares because
Yeah, he
He
did.
does. He did. Yeah.
It's not
I
that
know
he
that
does
for
it
a
on
fact.
purpose because he cares about his kid. He told me that too, like because he wanted me to go to college, and I said, nah, I wasn't really fucking with that.
You were fucking with that.
That's-
Yeah.
I was like he wanted me to know what I wanted to do, and I'm like, well, because I did Avid, and I fucking hated
Oh,
Avid.
Avid. Yeah.
Avid sucked, dude.
I know a lot
Honestly,
of people in that.
It's not Avid's not a bad thing to do. It's just extra stuff to get you prepped for college. It's basically
Yeah.
what happens. But like,
Avid.
I don't think Avid was really that.
Nah. Yeah,
it's not a
really.
big impactful move. I mean, the good thing about it was it got you information about college. That's the one thing.
That's true.
That's one thing
Mhm.
I wish that some schools will teach us. But
Yeah.
yeah, like he was a good teacher. I like Mr. Dumas, but he's not teaching anymore. He's
That
gone.
means what year did you graduate? 14.
2014. Yeah.
Fuck that I graduated.
So you guys, when did you guys go into high school?
I think we went in.
2014,
Yeah.
2014, 2015 year.
Yeah, so I think you were already gone when we came.
Yeah, I was
in.
already gone, man.
Yeah.
I was about to say the next generation take over school. I went.
Like,
I
we
actually
took
went
over.
back. I actually went back
Yeah,
to
we
the school
took over.
recently just to go check on it, see how it looks. I'm like, my God, everything is gone. I'm like, fuck.
Oh yeah,
The what was it? The
School's a piece of shit.
NRCT. The
that's a
RCT
piece of shit.
yeah, it's gone. The
Oh.
chairs where they used to have the Spanish classes gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking. I went to the drama building. It's still there, but I don't know.
Oh
if
yeah,
it-
that shit building.
Dude,
Wait, do
There-
you remember Mr. Ramirez?
I do.
Yeah,
Dude,
he
he
used to have the big classroom, but then they moved him to like
Yeah,
his own
'cause-
class.
he's
Why
like
did they move him?
because he's always like he doesn't give a shit about the students and they will do whatever the fuck they want. So
Well, because the problem with that school was like, and then I don't know, did you hear what happened the first year? I don't know about the whole sexual.
oh yeah,
Oh, we were there for that.
We were sophomores.
Yeah, I
that-
know
There
about
was like
that.
4 cases within
Yeah.
like 2 weeks.
We were sophomores that year.
Dude,
You know
that
the
was
sad part
nuts.
about this? I know those guys. I went to. They
Yeah.
were in my
Well,
class with
dude,
me.
the fucking
Mhm.
the coach was our fucking coach. The one that
Yeah,
got
It was
caught.
their football coach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Coach
dude,
Eddie.
and
We saw him a
like,
week
literally,
before.
Mhm.
Like a few days before he got in trouble, he literally
Yeah.
gave me some inspiring words telling me I'm gonna do fucking great for the future and all this
I
shit.
know, dude.
Yeah,
And I was
he's-
like, oh man, I fucking love that guy. And then a few days later, I'm like, God, why does he gotta be a fucking pedophile?
Dude,
yeah.
the
happens,
thing
bro.
is- the thing
These
is, the
pedophiles coming out of
media-
nowhere.
The media, like, they twisted that so well.
I can
Yeah.
tell.
Because
Yeah, they did
All that stuff happened months apart.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It-
true, but
it
they made it all
happened-
like 1 week. Like this guy. I'm like, oh my
I
god.
know.
They
Yeah.
made it look really bad for our
Dude.
school.
Yeah.
There was that one white teacher who taught English. I forgot her name again. She's always uptight and cheery. I forgot her name.
Carnes.
Not
think-
Carnes.
Welch.
Welch.
Is it Welch? Mrs. Welch?
Welch teach English 12 regular.
That was
Yeah.
probably her. Dude,
Yeah, Miss Welch.
She hated my ass to a passion.
Yeah.
Because here's the problem. Like, I was so bad at English. And I kind of still am. I'll give you that. My English is now up to par. I have to, like, read my tweets twice, or basically my grammar. And she would always get mad at me. And she would, I would come bother her. Because, like, hey, can you read my paper? Why? It's not due for another week. I said, can you read it, please? So,
Yeah.
Fine, you're interrupting my food, but I guess I'll read it. And I'm like, what a bitch. It's like, come the fuck, let me just, come on.
I know one thing we can talk about. Leah can talk about us when we used to be in football in high school. You remember those days there when me and like all of us were in football?
Oh my dude.
Sophomore year.
I
I
will
like sophomore year a lot because that's like my peak.
No.
Yeah.
No. Thomas, you better shut up because I'm about to freaking roast you right now.
Oh my
Why?
God.
Do it. I want to see it.
Not necessarily roast, but I'm gonna talk about you right now.
Why
So-
don't you be talking with them
watch what you
fake ass
say.
people?
No, because this is straight up what happened. So it was the JV football game. I think it was your senior year.
Uh-huh.
John was playing, right?
John.
It was when
Yeah.
John tore his ACL.
Oh my God.
But
You tore your ACL
literally-
after season, man.
literally every freaking game, I would sit with Thomas and
Oh, with all of us, yeah.
and literally national anthem would show up, but the band would play it. And this is Thomas like every time. He's like,
No, that's all of us, dude. We don't do that shit.
I know, but Thomas was the worst because he would just have the most menacing grin on his face.
Remember when I think one time during the national anthem, one kid was like saying shit, and then one of the parents was like, "Hey, stop!" I was like, "Yeah," calling Kaepernick, and he's like, "Yeah, Kaepernick."
Oh yeah, because he kept kneeing. Remember
he kept
when
kneeing.
every time they did the
Yeah, he kneed, and then I was like, "Yeah, stop, Kaepernick," and then the parent.
Leah, you know what's funny as shit? During graduation ceremony, while the person was singing the anthem, I turn around, I see fucking John and Jimmy D.
That's right. That's right, bro. Support
Wait,
the Kaepernick cause.
no,
Yeah,
are
we
you
did.
serious?
But it was
Yeah,
so
we did.
funny. I couldn't stop laughing.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Hey, man.
we
He
were
was
dying.
right. He was right at the end of the
I
day.
was sitting with Jaquan,
Kaepernick
too,
was
it was
right.
funny.
I
remember?
didn't know where you guys were. I was.
Yeah,
in
we
like,
were
first
all
row
in the back. All of us were in
Wait.
the back.
No, wait. Were we the same like row-ish like area?
I think you were way ahead. I don't know. I don't remember seeing you. I think you were in the front or some shit. I don't know.
No, I was in the
That's
back.
lovely.
But you were a
Oh.
freaking jerk. I wanted a picture with you at
Oh,
graduation.
I remember right after
And you know what this guy
graduation,
did?
I left.
He started running away
Yeah.
from me.
I
He
remember.
straight up ran out the gates.
There was a bunch of
Like,
people.
I'm sick of
yeah,
this. I'm out.
I remember. I remember right after it ended, everyone's like, "Want a picture?" I'm like, "I'm out of here." I fucking ran out and I left.
I was like,
No.
Jimmy, get back here.
And Leo's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I'm out. See you guys.
Fine, I'll see you in the fall.
I'll see you in college." And I fucking ran away. I was like,
I would too,
Like,
bro.
I'll
Man,
see you
here.
in the
Fuck
Dude,
this
fall.
dude.
that's how desperate I want to get out of there, man. I
He
ran
was
out.
gone.
I know. Then we're like, can't wait to get out of this hole. Now we're like, finally, we're out of
You guys
that.
were there? Were you guys there when Drake Bell came to the school?
No, I think that was before us. But
Damn,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
dude, Drake Bell was the funniest fucking dude to be there. Everyone
Yeah.
kept saying,
I wish
Drake,
we were there. I wish we were there.
There's,
We're not.
if you get time today, there's a video online. Type in Drake Bell, Mar Vista High School.
Damn, that's
Like,
sick.
Bro, like, it's my friend Alejandro. He has his shirt off while he's trying to, do like a fake flash to like Drake Bell. Like,
Oh, man.
everybody kept saying Drake and Josh, Drake and Josh,
Oh my
and he
God.
played that song at the end. Like,
Damn, that's
like,
sick.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember hearing about that. That was
Fuck,
sick.
man.
I stole
But-
some posters just so I can talk to Drake Bell, bro. Fuck that. Nice guy though.
Yeah,
My
that's
friend Devin walked up to me. He's like, "Hug me, brother."
But I was gonna tell Leah. I remember the reputation that we built, like during like playing football. You remember that, Leah, right? Or
Oh,
me
Like
and
what?
Thomas and like Raiden and shit.
Dude, oh,
How good
Raiden.
we were at just receiving.
Yeah, you were really good, but then like you decided I'm not gonna do it anymore, which I thought was very stupid.
But I was better at another sport, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah, a sport
You
that
know, we
wasn't.
played all those people
Dude,
at the park, and we. fucking-
Yeah, the funny thing is we played
at the park. We're undefeated.
all those other schools. Like we didn't
We'll
play them.
against, we'll play against other senior teams, other schools, even college kids. We'll fucking play against them, their teams.
Yeah, I think Leah was there a few times when I would moss people. She's like, really again?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Hey, Leah, remember how you used to always see me and Jimmy throwing the ball?
Yeah, you'd always see
Yeah,
us throwing it.
And I was always
Like
gotta play
throwing
football one day.
on the daily, like at lunch.
I would one hand everything, and
Yeah,
you're like,
Taylor's.
before nutrition, lunch, after, then after.
I remember
practice,
I would be in track practice. Like I'd be practicing my throws and stuff, and I
Uh-huh.
just see you
Oh,
and
yeah.
Thomas, like just running routes and stuff like that.
remember I would like one hand everything, and you would never see me drop it, like rarely. You'd be like, oh, finally, you dropped one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Damn, I need to see you play football, man. I have not
Yeah.
seen you play
Oh
football.
no, we're on some
Oh,
other
dude,
level
yeah.
shit.
Around the
You might be rusty now, still on some other
around
level
these
shit.
parts,
Shit, I got
we
strong
were,
legs. I could play.
around these parts, we're like
Well-
undefeated. Yeah.
I mean, like, our freshman year, we were like lifting with the seniors and all that shit.
Yeah,
Well, you
we
had
were-
to
we were.
because like that was the only place. Because you guys, I'm pretty sure at 4:30 you had to be at the workout room, right? And then basically
Something like
from there,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
'cause-
guys would always
They
be at
put
the
us with the
weight room.
seniors though, because
The zero that was like zero period for you guys. So
Mhm.
because I did zero period when I played shit, I had to because I was in charge of I was on a team, but I forgot what it was called. But I used to go in there and work out with them. But I wasn't on a football team. I was thinking it was just for theater. That's what I was doing for theater. Theater was fun.
I think there was a play where Thomas threw it. I think Leah was practicing on track, and she saw me moss 2 kids, and she was like,
Yeah.
"Really?"
Oh yeah,
I was in between. I was
like, really, Jimmy?
I would just throw a fucking nice ass spiral over people, like.
It was
50
like they
hands,
were
and
literally
then
like
Jimmy would just catch you with
yeah.
one hand. And I'm
literally there was like they were both on me right next to me. I still like mossed both of
like,
them.
dime people, man.
Like I see you guys throwing the ball like at school, at vets, like you guys
Vets.
be everywhere, dude. I
Yeah,
know.
dude,
I
that's all
remember.
we did,
I
honestly.
see.
That's why we were so
I
good at
see
football.
freaking like 10-year-olds. You guys be playing with 10-year-olds.
Oh,
And like,
That was rare, Katie.
It was
That was
fun to
rare.
hang out with.
yeah, but that was like one.
That
That was like one time I like saw you guys like playing with like kids. I was like, what the heck, dude? You're gonna roll these kids.
We wanted to say no,
Under
but
Wiki-
like
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to say no to like a bunch of kids.
yeah,
Damn,
it was-
bro,
we
they're fun
weren't
to hang out
mean,
with.
but yeah, we weren't mean. But, yeah, but
But, yeah, football was our thing.
yeah, that was fun. But I guess another topic. I think Leah, you know, this was eventually coming. Politics.
Yikes.
David, what do you think about politics today, just in general? Like, do you think it's a bad thing to talk about or a good thing?
Dude.
Do you think it causes division? I mean, that's clear, huh? It does.
I mean, I
It
was all on.
does. Like people get pissed if like
You don't agree with them?
if you just don't agree. I feel like people just need to be open minded.
Okay. And this is probably going to be the most controversial part, but I have to ask you, what do you think of everything going on with Black Lives Matter and police? A lot of like George Floyd thing and all that. What do you think about that?
I think like knowing me, I think it's good for me, like as a person, like who I am.
Uh-huh.
But like if they keep things like peaceful, like like nothing's escalating
Like the-
like
yeah.
riot level.
Like the
the
protests,
La
yeah.
Mesa, the La Mesa riots, it was like, is that really necessary? Like to go
Uh-huh.
like to that level of extreme? Like you saw like things burning, like things were on fire, and it's like, dude, this is 2020. This shouldn't be happening. Like
Uh-huh.
we should all have like a good common sense of like, just
Most
no,
terrible
don't
year,
do it.
man.
Yeah.
Most terrible
And
year.
it's like if you keep things peaceful, I'm okay with it. I think it's a good thing because
Do you
like
think-
racism is out there. Like
You-
it's getting filmed now. I think that's what's like really getting people's attention.
Uh-huh.
That's getting filmed.
And do you
That's
think that what was the question I was gonna? How should I ask it? That police brutality is a real problem, or that people are just catching like a video like George Floyd and making it seem like it's everywhere? Do you think it's a real problem, or it's just blown out of proportion?
I honestly, personally think it's everywhere.
You really think that happens? Like it's too common?
Like I feel like it's common, and there are things that aren't always going to be recorded.
Yeah,
Like-
that's true.
Like I could be walking down the street and some white guy could like call me the N-word,
Mm.
or like I just for like being a woman they could say like go into the kitchen.
Oh my god, that's
Like
I mean,
it is messed
that's fucked
up,
up.
It's fucked up.
but like
Go into
that,
the kitchen, Jesus.
that could happen. Like, and it could not be recorded. And if I could tell you that happened to me yesterday, you probably would or would not believe me, depending on like how you look on things.
But do you think police in general in this country are racist or no?
No.
Or do you think there's
No.
more? There's just
'Cause
bad
not-
apples?
Not everybody's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Everyone has good or bad intentions.
Uh-huh.
And so, like when they say like defund the police, I don't
Do you
think
thi-
I don't
yeah.
think you need to defund the police. Personally,
Uh-huh.
I think you just need to like train them. like
yeah,
better.
I agree with that too.
Like incorporate like the measures, like go with it. Teach him how to do these things in these situations. Even though it's not going to cover every situation, at least it can go through someone like their mind saying, well, this is probably the best thing to do, and I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah.
I think the main issue that I have with defunding the police, because it's not really going to solve anything.
No,
I think
it's not.
It's making
I
things
think
worse.
by defunding the police will make it worse.
Yeah,
it's going to cause more problems in
brutality
the
and
long
stuff,
run.
Yeah, if you want to stop police brutality, you really think that taking away their paycheck more is gonna? No, it's just it's gonna make more corrupted cops.
This is
Make it worse.
You need to redo the foundation.
So
I think they should put money into their training to fix it.
Yeah,
this is
training stricter.
I guess this is my opinion. It's probably a little different from yours, Leah, but I don't think it's a problem like as big as they say it is. It's like common. Yeah, you're right. People don't record everything, but I don't think it's. First of all, statistics don't lie, and if you want to make it a race thing, more white people get killed by cops in black, and they don't show that because no one's going to care about that, to be honest.
True.
But do I think police should be more like police reform? Yeah, for sure. Like more, make it harder. I think it's too easy to become a cop without stressful. The only thing more stressful than being a cop in any profession would probably be the military. So I think it should be harder to get in. I think defunding would be the stupidest shit ever because it'd be easier to get in. It'd be like, well, we don't have enough money to test you, so you're in. And then it's like some dumbass that doesn't know what he's doing ends up shooting somebody. But I don't think it's that big of a problem. But yeah, but I agree. Like
the media skews things. Like
they do.
Like we're taught growing up, like, you know, to look to the news to find out what's going on. But then once you get to like our age, or at least like the later years of high school from like junior to now, you're gonna see that the media really skews things and it's like pretty insensitive about things.
They are.
Like CNN, they didn't release like the whole video of George Floyd.
Or the what's the other guy? Jacob Blake, the other guy.
John Blake.
They didn't release those videos till like after everything blew up.
Yeah.
And like maybe things would be different if like, you know, they released the whole video, because then everybody knows the whole story. Because when you see like these black men getting shot, it's like
they make it. Yeah, they try to they glorify it.
But then like they can be caught holding a weapon, and then the officer really has to fend for their life.
Yeah, like the Jacob Blake one, the guy was reaching for something in his car, and people are giving cops shit for defending themselves. What if the guy was going to grab a gun? I mean, what else could they do?
That's also an unknown factor that people kind of overlook, but then they say like other things. That's why this is so controversial.
It is,
because obviously someone's losing their life.
Yeah,
about that, and that comes first, is what a lot of people are saying. But then other people are saying, well, look at the factors. This guy was probably reaching for a weapon, or actually cooperating with police. Like, you never know. But I think also someone should not lose their life over like
George Floyd shouldn't have lost his life. I can agree with that for sure.
I honestly think they got to calm down, like to be so fast on the trigger. At least be a little faster on the taser instead, you know. That's why they have the taser there. I mean, the taser is good enough to put them out.
Immobilize them.
Yeah. And this
if it doesn't work, then you result to getting your guns out.
This is what I tell people that criticize police. I'm like, it's easy to say that when you're not the one having to make a half a second decision. It's easy to talk shit.
True.
So
yeah, but then if you were also trained properly, you would know what to do in that half a second.
But everyone acts like it's so easy to do what the cops what happened with Jacob Blake.
It's a hard decision. Things should go both ways.
Because
never know.
He's reaching for something. Okay, what if it's not a gun? Then you shot him and he wasn't reaching for a gun. But what if he was? Then you would just not do anything and let him shoot you. Like that's 50-50 chance.
It's a crazy situation to like think about. Like you never know what might happen after they like reach for something.
But overall, there's a lot of sources that I've seen, and they're not Fox News or CNN, so I'm not using those kind of sources. But like the Department of Justice, which I think is reliable for both sides, it's even less than a dozen black individuals were killed, wrongly killed. So it's not that big of a problem. There's how many people in this country? Hundreds of millions, and only like 10 blacks die unjustly. I don't think that's a big problem. I think none should die. But in an imperfect world, it's impossible. People die every day. It's just the world we live in. So
I mean, we're just living in such a dark era
when
of a dark year.
someone
and
says,
it's just getting worse with the whole pandemic thing.
yeah, I
Like,
do agree with
it's
that.
messing
I'm
with
saying,
people's
dude.
minds.
We've
Like,
lost
think
too many
definitely a
people this year.
tragedy.
I don't think there's a police brutality problem. I think there's a fucking people losing their shit problem, especially
and
during
also,
quarantine.
like with it being
Losing his shit
election
problem.
season, it's making it 10 times worse.
Yeah, exactly. I
Because
think
now politics is like making its way into like how this pandemic should be held, and then you're gonna have to elect a new president soon.
yeah,
And so people are using all these excuses to like put someone into office, which would probably be good for the now, but remember, like everything's built off of the previous president. Like you're
that's
gonna
true.
be
That's true.
changing
Sure,
things,
it's
be
just-
adding
it's
things.
just-
Yeah,
It's becoming
It's a
more
crazy
and more.
situation.
yeah. I think in quarantine, people are a lot more uptight when it comes to not just politics, but everything. Everyone's like,
Even voting too. Like voting's becoming more of a hassle just to go vote
yeah,
nowadays. 'cause they're taking away the
everyone's
mailboxes.
everyone's paranoid. Everyone's frustrated that they're stuck at their house all day. Everyone's seeing people getting shot online, and it's easy.
ridiculous.
I get why people think it's a problem because all they see on their Twitter is Jacob Blake, George Floyd, whoever, Breonna Taylor, all these people. They're like, oh my god, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Then you look at the
when-
statistics, only 10 blacks have died unjustly. So is that really it's a really a big problem? No, it's not. I mean, George Floyd shouldn't have died. Jacob Blake, that's debatable because he was reaching for something.
Yeah.
Breonna Taylor, I actually haven't seen like the video or anything, so I don't know.
Mhm.
It's not that big of a problem.
But the thing is,
Oh.
like people would think it is.
I
and
get why.
I
get why.
I think it is a problem,
I get why people think that.
but
It's
not the biggest problem of the now.
yeah, like
Like
I get
think
why
of, like
because people get emotional. That's why.
it's been going on for so long, just like being a black person in America, like how you're like naturally treated. Like I was raised to think, well, every white person's coming at you, and like
Yeah,
growing up in
that's fair.
growing up in IB, it's like it's
That's fair.
white, it's Mexican, it's pretty diverse, right?
Yeah.
And not everyone is like that mean like KKK white guy that you're gonna see. Like I have white friends and they're like just chilling with me.
This is
So,
what I say. Like
it's nuts to think
like,
like all this is going on.
yeah, I agree because of past mistakes from obviously 200 years ago with slavery and all that. Even to this day, I call it established stereotypes they're still real, but it's not to the point where people are like police brutalities everywhere. That's not true, but I think this is almost as good as it can get as far as equality, like whites, blacks, every race is pretty equal. I mean, there's even affirmative action for minorities. We all know that too. And I think that's okay, but to a certain extent, I don't think it's always fair to the majority, like to whites, but
It's just the mindset people are growing up with. Like
yeah, that's
sometimes
true.
the mindset doesn't change.
That's a big
And
thing
it's like
too.
you
Yeah,
can't do anything about that. You can't change how people feel on certain things
that's true.
unless you like bring straight facts into it.
Yeah,
But like
even
everyone's entitled to like see how they feel about a certain thing and how they can show their
that's
opinions.
true. And the weird thing is, I do get if someone's born in the hood, like surrounded by their own race, and all they know is about
Like
crime.
That fundamentals, like they're established into the mindset. And
I get how they're gonna hate white people. They're like, man, we're all poor, and all these whites are rich. I understand that, but eventually, I mean, it's harder for I know for sure it's harder for a poor black person to make it than a rich white person. That's just facts. You can't say, oh, it's not. It's cultural. Some of it is cultural, but a lot of it is just
systemic.
Yeah, I agree. Some of it is systemic.
Go wrong with that.
But I think to the point we are now, it's not going to get much better. Like we're in an imperfect world. You can't make it. Everyone earns the same amount of money. Everyone's at the same level. That's never going to happen. No matter, and that has nothing to do with race. So there's only you can only get it so good. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you can't make it. We could probably make it a little better. Maybe try to get more blacks, Mexicans, whatever minority out of poverty. Yeah, but they're acting like that it's going to be perfect. It'll never be perfect.
No, it's not gonna be perfect.
Never.
I feel like the only time it'll be perfect is when every single person's mindset would change.
Yeah,
And
that's
goes
impossible.
That goes for honestly anything, like politics. How you have conservatives and liberals, people who are far left and far right. Until they're able to sit down and have a civilized conversation like me and you are having now. Like,
yeah.
I know you're primarily conservative, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I classify as independent because I could take
Yeah.
views from the right.
I don't think you're completely liberal. Yeah, you're more like centrist. Like you're more neutral. Yeah.
And a lot of people our age are starting to come to that realization that we can't be one party.
But yeah, what I'm not okay with though is I'm all for someone disagreeing with me, but when you're like people insult me because I disagree, like you're a racist piece of shit. And like, well, the stats show that only 10 blacks died unjustly, but I'm racist. That's just a stat, man. I don't know how I'm racist for that.
Yeah.
All they do is insult me. That's all they'll do is they call me racist, and then the conversation's over. There's no debating. There's no coming to a middle ground. That's not okay for my side either. There's people on the conservative side who do the same shit. They do like, oh, you're a victim. You're playing the victim because you're a minority. That's not okay either. You gotta have an actual debate. That's for both sides.
Like have conversation.
Yeah,
people have to have conversations about this. They can't just let it be like, oh, well, since you're a Trump supporter, I hate you because you hate me. And it's like, no, like you don't even. First of all, like you wouldn't even know me. Like,
yeah, you don't even know me, man. Just because I like Trump.
Second of all, like you just need to accept the fact that I have different opinions from you.
And there's certain people. I'll just say this. I'm not gonna say names, but I know certain people that went to our high school that I still argue with to this day, and they'll be like, "I'm not your friend because you like Trump." I'm like, "The fuck? We were friends in high school. What's changed? I'm the same person. You're the same person."
Yeah,
that's not okay. That's not okay.
Like if you can't accept political views or any opinions that aren't even like that big, like just because you like Trump doesn't mean
that's not that big of a deal. It's not like
you can support whoever you want to support.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm supporting fucking Mexicans to be slaves or nothing like that. I just like Trump. That's it.
You just like what he's doing for like.
And you like Biden or Clinton or whatever. I'm not gonna. If you like Clinton, I'm not gonna fucking call you a piece of shit and send you to hell. Like that's not okay, man.
And a lot of people don't also realize, like, even though someone could be a Trump supporter, doesn't mean exactly that Trump supporter agrees with everything Trump's done.
I don't agree with everything he says. I mean, I think
like honestly, I have my agrees and then I have my disagreements too. You know.
That's why I can't associate myself with a political party.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't completely agree with the right's doing. I don't completely agree with what the left's doing.
Yeah, I don't think we should even. We should even like. I mean, it's cool to call yourself that you're on one side or the other. But you don't even have to associate with any party. It's just you have your own opinions, you know?
You be neutral.
You be neutral. I mean, I know several people that if I were to bring on here, it'd be a fucking argument. I wouldn't be able to have a discussion.
Yeah, I don't want to. We don't want to cause a heat.
I actually tried bringing a couple people that I knew that we would argue. I still bringing them on, but they said no. They said no, and I think I get why because they would have argued with me. But they would have lost the debate. I guarantee you that.
I think it's just right now politics is now. Well, I'll give you this. Back in 2016, I didn't care for politics as much but now I was like, I don't know. Like, I think now Trump's the only reason why I watch politics now and pay attention.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will agree on. I can agree on that. Like, without Trump, I would never listen to politics.
This is what I said in the last podcast when it was me, Thomas, and John. Ever since Trump came in office, politics has blown up into what it is now. Before, during Obama administration, you never saw this. Mitt Romney wasn't crucified because he was running against Obama. It wasn't that big of a deal. Now, for some reason,
a lot of people are saying Obama won because he's going to be the first black president.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair.
I mean, I wanted that to happen.
That's fair.
Everybody, I'm pretty sure.
They were saying a lot of things about that, like, oh, well, since Obama's going to become president, it's going to open a lot of doors for minorities and
it didn't. It didn't.
And
it really didn't. But he did.
But it also did.
Trump, like factually, has done better for minorities than Obama did, and he's not black. He's white. So,
but the problem is how I see it is like he's making a lot of promises and not really doing it. Like he keeps saying, I mean, like you hear about the wall, right? The one that he kept talking about, and then one of his people, I don't know who they were. They got in trouble because they did some. They were lied about it.
I haven't really looked into the wall, but
the wall hasn't been mentioned in months, and you wonder why, because all of this is happening right now.
I think honestly, I think before all this, that was on his mind. I think now, honestly, I think the wall is the last thing on his mind right now.
I think because when COVID hit, this is when everything kind of just like fell apart, and now we're in a different time where we have to start we're closing down everything, which honestly is a good thing because if you guys ever go to LA, there's a picture online. Please look for it. It's like there's a beautiful picture of LA, but before the COVID and after. The COVID after looks beautiful. It's like so like, dude, LA never looked as beautiful. It's because all that smog and shit.
That shit's bad.
Oh,
That's true. That is true.
Apparently the ozone layer got a little bit repaired
Because no one's using cars and shit.
Yeah.
No one's using this and that.
Yeah, literally, and like I didn't think that was even possible. I thought it was like internally fucked up, but
Maybe-
it got repaired.
I thought
right
we
on the Pacific Ocean or some shit.
Maybe the
I
high,
think
that's
that's
climate
huge.
change and stuff.
I think that should be talked about.
maybe conspiracy, a higher power did the quarantine on purpose, like God or whatever you
I
believe.
think
in,
it was a good thing. I
purpose.
mean, honestly,
Fix the
COVID
world.
I mean, the
It
COVID
really
thing,
did,
honestly, was
honestly.
a bad thing that happened, but this was a good thing at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, people were not working for almost months, but
Yeah.
Earth kind of got
Thing is-
better.
You could think about it this way too. Like Earth is like an I was gonna say orgasm. It is an organism, and just like many organisms, like our human bodies and stuff, we create like
Yeah.
antibodies or whatever to try to fix whatever sickness we have.
Uh-huh.
So for Earth, to be honest, we are the sickness. We're the parasite.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're a parasite for sure.
So Earth is just basically fighting back so it could be better. And ever since the quarantine happened and all this, Earth kind of got repaired a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not like a huge ass amount, but a pretty large amount
Pretty large, yeah.
all the time. I think that really did show signs that Earth didn't need a break from us at least a little bit. At
Yeah,
least put a
that's
band-aid.
true.
And I think
Yeah.
it worked.
That's one positive. But another topic, I'm
That's
pretty
fine.
sure you've seen it, Leah, because you're on Twitter all the time. Cardi B versus Candace Owens. For y'all that don't know, I'm sure all of you know who Cardi B is, so I don't have to really explain. But for y'all that don't know who Candace is, she's a black woman who is one of the most talented politicians I've seen, and she's a conservative, so she's like the Trump supporting side. Her and Cardi B had a beef. I don't even know how it started. Like they started talking shit about each other. Candace talked shit. I think she talked shit about Cardi's new song or some shit. She's saying all you are is a piece of meat to everybody, and you're illiterate. And then Cardi's like, well, at least I'm not I forgot what she said. She said, at least I don't pimp myself out to white men. And then Candace is like, and then I didn't even see it all, but something like along those lines. You gotta ask Leah, what do you think of all that?
I think it all started like with a song and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
like, how the song went
it's
into
very
politics.
provocative song. So
It's
literally it's about ass and female genitalia. So I mean,
Candace
Candace has
song she
Candace
talks about quote wiggling that thing in the
Yeah,
back of my throat.
that song.
Okay.
So Candace has a point. I mean, she has a point. She's talking about female empowerment, but you
you want to quote?
but she's displaying women in such a crazy way, you know.
going based off what you said. It's like people can do whatever they want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want,
But-
but Cardi's making money. I mean, it is what
But
it
it's
is.
also like people expect other people to be role models for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you add that fact into it, you could say, well, this is wrong. Like, I don't want my daughter to grow up in a world where
Yeah,
this
that's
is how
true.
women are like portrayed and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
And when you put that thing into it, of course you're gonna say, well, that's freaking terrible. Like, this should never have happened, right? Like, you wouldn't want someone to go through that. But when you put into the actual person, like, oh, I want to do this, like, this is what I want to put out, then you can also see, well, yeah, that's okay. That's something you want to do. But it's just when you add that fact of this is how people are gonna see it, and this is how people are gonna like think about it and see how it's portrayed. It's just gonna ruin some things.
Yeah. So I'll have to ask you, who do you think was right, in your opinion? Who was right there?
No one is right. Tony.
I mean, you have an opinion, man. You
Yeah,
know?
I know I have an opinion, but it can go either way. Like, you can see the goods of one side, and you can see the goods and the bad of the other.
I have to ask, what are the goods on Cardi's side? What are the goods besides money? Because she made money. I mean,
it's her thing she wants to do. A good thing could be personal pride
uh,
for actually doing it. Like,
Yeah.
what if she knew she was gonna get a lot of hate on this,
it's true.
but she did it anyway?
But Cardi, okay, so I was on Instagram too myself, and I commented on Cardi's thing saying, this is what I said. I said, you're out of Candace's league because she uses facts, you only use your fame. And I had like 20 people commenting on my shit, talking shit. And I didn't even answer them. Like, you guys are a joke. But to me, this is what I see on both sides. If Candace did say it, I kind of don't agree. I'm like, it's none of your business what Cardi does. But at the same time, I see what she's saying. Like, you trying to talk about female empowerment, yet you talk about what you talked about in the song. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, I think Candace got the best of her. I mean,
Are you saying like in a way it's like a little bit hypocritical?
yeah, it's really, she's calling her a hypocrite. And all Cardi would do is post old shit from years ago of Candace supporting Cardi. I'm like, Cardi, you weren't that big yet. She thought you'd be someone else. You
She
became
was still on that
this.
show. What was it, Love and Hip Hop or some shit like that? I
Yeah,
remember.
you became this. And Candace sees right through it. I mean, Cardi can do whatever she wants.
I can't get what Cardi is because like
she can do whatever she wants, but
she always changes sides left and right. So like I can't give her a pass too either because like she sometimes will like be on someone's side and then find truth about it and switch sides to the other person. It's a on and off situation with her. And plus too, her credibility personally, I can't.
You can't mess with it.
She's a huge
it's
name.
like-
she's
She's a huge name, but like people still classify her as just like that person that she's not. She's an influence in media and entertainment, but she doesn't has no political like.
I think that's also a problem with things. Like you see these celebrities, and you can't. It's hard to separate celebs from like normal people.
That's one thing.
And so like you can go, you yourself can go and get a job, make minimum wage, and be classified as like a person that just is in the working class.
Yeah.
And then you look at celebrities like, oh yeah, they got all the money and stuff, and like once they start getting political about it, it's like, well, shut up.
Yeah.
Like how that's why I think my dad was talking about the other day about how Trump told LeBron James to like shut up and dribble when he tried making his political views on like everything that was going on in the world. And it's like,
yeah,
LeBron's entitled to like say whatever he wants.
Sure.
Because he's a person in this country that's working doing his thing. He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And so that makes LeBron credible enough to like say his views and everything. So I feel like as people, we should allow anyone to say what they like need to say.
Yeah.
Because they're like that.
That's just disgusting.
Famous or not.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
But I think another thing. What was I gonna say?
Another thing too, like athletes now are becoming some sort of political figures now, which is not I don't mind it because some of these athletes do put their points into like political agendas or whatnot, but it's kind of a bad thing too because they're looked at as just like athletes and not just that.
And that's the problem. They're just looked at athletes. Like
look at Colin Kaepernick. This guy was once one of the biggest like historic. Well, he was considered an historical figure of sports because of what happened with him in 2016, and then the movement he kind of did worked. It kind of got people to look at this, but then he started getting hate from the NFL. Some people were against I think the military was,
they were for sure.
Thing is, I don't think a lot.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think a lot of athletes also realize because it could go both ways too. It's good and bad. Like you said, but a lot of you gotta keep in mind a lot of people just follow of what athletes say, don't really have their own opinion. They're just like like with LeBron. A lot of people will just agree with LeBron even though no research or none of that. Or like with other athletes when they share their opinion. They spread that opinion on a whole bunch of people, which their opinion could either be right or wrong. Either way, it's gonna spread that, and a lot of people are gonna follow that.
Yeah.
The one good thing I liked about what the NBA did was like they really took a step in to support the movement of what they were trying to represent when the bubble started, and then when Blake John was shot in the back, like they refused to play basketball for I think a week or two. Or a couple of days, and then they kind of, a lot of. I'm glad these athletes are starting to make a point, and I was surprised the NBA did this. They were like really were, and it would happen in Milwaukee, I believe. That's where he was killed or shot, and the Bucks refused to play because Yeah,
this is what I have to say to everybody that's not everyone that's a regular person and not a celebrity or athlete. You should come up with your own opinion. Just because your favorite athlete or artist says something doesn't mean it's true all the time.
Yeah, that's
be a follower. Don't be a follower.
You gotta have your own opinion.
Like I like LeBron, but I don't agree with NBA players not playing. They're getting paid to play. You got to play. I'll be like me.
like
That'd
you
be
said,
like,
it's like a job.
Yeah, it's a job. It'd be like us not going to work. We're gonna get fucking fired if we don't
I
go. It's
think
because of a
I
political
think
reason.
people want to separate, like, when people talk about politics, they want to talk about politics. When people want to talk about sports, they want to talk about sports. People don't want to talk about politics and sports.
Yeah, I like it's
That's
not
the
a
thing,
yeah.
because people want to separate that. Like when you go watch sports, you don't want to look at politics. You want to look at sports. You want to see who's making the shots, who's winning the games. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see Trump's name or Biden's name thrown into sports, because that's not the subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people like saw with Colin Kaepernick. They're like, well, we don't want to see this black quarterback kneeling at the national anthem during a football game when we're supposed to be like, cheering for our team and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like no one wants to see that when they're watching sports. And I think that's why politics, and it's been happening for a long time, even before Colin Kaepernick. But now, since like there's technology and social media, it's blowing up big, and everyone's sharing their opinions, and it's causing problems, but also bringing up a bunch of solutions.
Yeah, like I just don't agree with you. How you don't feel like you don't because of political reason you don't go to work. Any one of us would get fired for that reason. But
I
just
know, like,
because
shit. I mean, I wish I could be like, fuck, man. Like, I got shot. I don't want to go into work today.
Yeah, like I think they should be held accountable. All of them, not just LeBron. If they do that, they can say whatever the fuck they want. They have the right to do it, whether I agree or not. But when you're when you're doing your job, you got to do your job, man. You're getting paid hundreds of millions to fucking play basketball.
Sport or not,
Sport or whatever job you're in. I don't think that's okay. That's your duty. You signed an oath. When you sign a contract, you're supposed to fulfill the contract unless you're hurt or ill or some shit like that. I just don't think that's okay. But as far as athletes and celebrities, I think because they're so big, like we said before, they're
popular.
No matter what they say, people are going to agree with what they say, no matter what they say. Everyone they're basically the shepherd and we're the sheep. They just follow anything they fucking say. I don't do that.
Everybody looks up to celebrities.
I love LeBron, but I don't agree with him. I love him.
Exactly, yeah.
I love who else? There's some people that I like also. I don't agree with them. I'm gonna keep watching them. I'm not gonna hate them because they don't agree with me politically. But
yeah, exactly.
That's not okay, man.
Like, he's still my favorite player ever.
Who was that one chick on, I think, Fox or CNN who said, shut up and dribble? Was that Lauren Cullen or whatever?
Some like white reporter lady.
Yeah, I wasn't really fucking with that. I was like, yeah, you just stick to what you know you're doing best.
Yeah, that's not
like shut up and report.
Yeah.
See, it's like
use that against anybody.
Goes back to that fact of like politics and sports. Like some people would rather see athletes stay out of political things.
Yeah.
And I see that like how that could be a good thing, but then you also have to remember like these are just people doing their jobs and stuff. So they're entitled to their own opinion.
I think here's the thing I can put my 2 cents on is like with all the money they're making, they have a choice to make an impact. I think for the most part, yes, I do think some athletes should stay out of politics. But I mean, with all that money, with everything you're winning championships and whatnot, you're celebrating your wins, your moments in the what was that? Everything you want in political and in fucking sports history. I mean, you might as well put that money to work and make it better. Yeah. I'm not saying hypothetically you could run for politics. Maybe you can, but with all that money, LeBron's making, I don't know, probably like $60 million a year.
True. It's also gone to the point where sometimes people expect celebrities to do something about something.
True.
Which I think that's somewhat a bad thing, because
they don't have to.
No one should be to do something they don't need to do.
If you notice, the most loved, like worldwide loved athletes and celebrities don't talk about politics. Michael Jordan never talked about it. Drake doesn't talk about it. LeBron is big, but there's a lot of haters he has. Michael Jordan didn't really have haters. He had barely any because he never talked about politics. Drake doesn't talk about any. Post Malone, I know several, and they're loved by everybody, both sides of politics. I think that's a smart way to go. That's what I would do if I ever make it on YouTube or something. I'll probably stop talking about politics and I won't give a shit. So
because politics ruins people, I think.
Because I think politics honestly is becoming more
They're getting hate from one side or the other.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
I
I'm kind of glad we're talking about it now because let's be honest, without politics, we would not know what's going on in the world.
Oh yeah.
And Trump's really, honestly, I don't like Trump, some of his agendas and stuff, but he's actually gotten me to actually pay attention to the news more and actually get involved in politics to figure out what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
So but
that's politics is. I think people need to stop being so emotional and think more. That's the problem. A lot
that's
of
the problem. People are we're living in a sensitive generation now.
That's what I think too.
We are so sensitive about every little thing. Like we're going back in time and basically calling people out for stuff they did in the past.
Yeah.
Where we can't say offensive things. We can't be
can't make jokes.
You can't make jokes. Even Chappelle's a prime example. Chappelle was his special was basically
shitting on liberals. That's what it was.
Yeah, but that's the gist of what his material is.
He didn't give a fuck though.
That's what he makes fun of it because he knows that's what's gonna get people mad and pissed off. What was that one joke? I think he was talking about the what's that guy from Empire? Jussie Smollett is his name.
Oh yeah, I think so.
He kept talking about it. The justice for jokes.
Oh, wasn't he like? Didn't he lie about being?
That's what I'm saying. And then like he broke that down using political as an agenda, saying like we were supporting him, but
I love Dave Chappelle, man. Like talk your shit, man.
And that's the thing about Chappelle. Like people look up to him and they respect him because
you should.
He's a comedian, but he's smart too in the long run. Kevin Hart is another guy who's
He keeps his mouth shut about politics, which is smart. I mean, you're not going to get.
He has to because he's getting canceled by everything.
He got canceled because of that stupid shit that made a joke about gay people.
Yeah,
like
10 years ago.
Everyone's just getting canceled. Freaking RDJ getting canceled over his blackface in Tropic Thunder, which wasn't really a blackface.
And that was like in the 90s. No one gave a fuck about blackface back then. No one cared.
Well, that movie came out in 2009, I think.
And no one cared that.
Nobody cared. That's the problem.
It was basically. What RDJ did was play a white guy in the movie who was a black guy playing a black guy in a movie.
Black guy in a movie who was an actor of a black guy, and it's
weird. That was wrong. But it makes that was wrong.
Nothing wrong with it. But
that's the joke. That's the whole point. And then if you watch the movie, he stops becoming blackface. He actually becomes the person. Which I swear to God, when I watched that movie, like, is that a white guy? And then I finally watched it. Oh shit, it was a white guy.
No one knew it was RDJ. Yeah, RDJ played this guy so well.
And here's another thing: people aren't logically consistent. Like they'll shit on someone, but someone else that they like doing the same thing, they won't shit on them. I'm like, all right, you be. Now
I do believe that I think there is some people who do need to get canceled for multiple reasons.
There's criminal reasons, like Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson situation
right now.
Goodbye.
That Shane Dawson and Jeffrey
pedophilia
are getting called out on everything they did in the past.
Well, here's the thing about Shane Dawson that
Shane deserves it, and Jeffrey deserves it.
Damn.
Shane was already known for doing because the problem is he did these skits where he was saying racist and offensive stuff, and he was
shit about little kids too.
Yeah,
everything's recorded from that guy.
And he did it, and I used to watch him when I was little, but I couldn't get what his content. I stopped watching him in like 2012, and then he just kind of was.
He deserves it. When you're doing pedophilic shit on YouTube, get out of here, man.
That's the thing, though. Some of these pedophilia stuff were there, but I think we didn't have enough stuff to basically, say call this guy out because he was so popular on YouTube at the time, and nobody really cared.
I think also because of our age,
that's one thing I kind of.
The content that Shane Dawson was making was to people of our age now, but how young we were then, we weren't able to call him out on it.
Because he did these videos like in 2009.
And we were all just watching YouTube to get with YouTube because YouTube was good back then, unlike it is now.
Yeah, well, because because now that's the thing too is just I think when he finally got called out for that, I do think though what made the situation bad was when the Will Smith people got involved.
Oh God!
When they got involved, that was a major problem.
It was,
and he knew his career was. Now here's the thing: I don't think Shane Dawson's career is over. I do think he's gonna bounce back from this.
We'll see.
I just think though this is why he's not on YouTube anymore. He's kind of laying low, apologizing and shit because he knows. But I think what I think is what's bad for him right now is all these sexual jokes that he made and sexual innuendos that he did towards. He didn't really rape anyone or do anything I'm not giving him a pass or anything, but he didn't do like anything sexual. He just made sexual jokes and then admitted to it.
Pedophilic jokes.
Yes, I'm saying that were kind of offensive.
Yeah.
And then the was it the Instagram video or Twitter video of him, I guess masturbating to a picture of what was it?
Oh god damn.
That shit was like, whoa! I've never saw that vid before. I saw it one time, and then I was like, what the fuck? And like this shit really happened. I'm like, and then he talked about sex with children. I'm like, dude, this is like,
it's so weird and awkward.
He did apologize, and I granted it's not this apology. I do agree is kind of not there. It's like I feel like it needs time to sink in. And it's not like I can't fully accept it.
He really fucked up with that shit. That's just some weird shit. Sean is a weird person, man.
You guys are gamers, right? You heard of fucking Mini Lad from Vanoss?
I was gonna actually say Mini Lad too. I'm like,
that guy is getting canceled, and he deserves to be canceled because he fucking dude.
Didn't he admit to pedophilia and then he said it was a disorder?
He admitted to basically.
Oh my god.
We need to talk about this. It's important. It's YouTube drama now. He admitted to basically soliciting to minors at the age of. He was 20.
What the
hell? And these girls were 17, and like, he admitted that he solicited nudes. He admitted to it. Oh my
god.
There's no like he didn't say anything. No, he admitted to it. He admitted to it on Twitter.
He was 20.
Yeah, you can look online. I think it's on Twitter bio. You can check.
He must have really been.
He admitted to these actions that he said that when he was younger, he solicited. I think apparently a dick pic to like 2 people.
Oh shit!
And one of these girls came out on YouTube, admitted that these were true. She showed facts that Minnie did it to her.
Damn.
And what makes it worse is that he admitted to saying that he did do this. Mm-hmm. Like he didn't, and it's bad because he still hangs out with. He knows the chick, and he basically tried to cover it up. Saying why he left YouTube was because he had mental. That's the thing too. Mental problems. I don't want to hear. I hate when people use that excuse.
Yeah, pedophilia is
the mental. I hate when they use mental problems as the excuse, and I think that's just a low ball, cheap move to get out of admitting what you did was wrong.
And here's what I would say to those people: if you're thinking it, and you really think it's a problem, just get help. Then don't leave it there and then end up making a mistake like Shane Dawson did or Mini Lad or any of these guys. If you really think if you're thinking it, don't say anything, don't do anything. Go to a therapist or some shit and tell them or something, a doctor or fucking something. I don't know.
When he did that, but I'm surprised when he admitted to it, he kind of just like tried to cover it up, which is what most people will try to do.
Shane was weird because you could hear in his videos like, "Wow, look at that," and then he's saying shit about little kids. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, because like Shane Dawson's a weird guy.
He is a weird guy.
I would generally agree. He's a weird person.
He's a really weird dude.
He's not in a state of mind a normal ass guy because he's done so much like internet, media, entertainment. He was basically the best person to watch on YouTube at the time.
I feel like he felt like he was untouchable. I think that's why he said that shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna say this shit about little kids, and I'm not gonna get in trouble.
At that time, were untouchable.
Yeah.
Nobody could really.
They were just getting views off of anything. Like you can put something that's blatantly racist and get so many views and so many likes, and you get that paycheck at the end. That's how you know you're doing good.
That's how. Yeah, and nobody. And then again, too, this is what happened. Like nobody cared about it. I think there was other YouTubers that were offensive when Shane Dawson's era, where they were just didn't care. They said offensive things, racist remarks, or did something belligerent, and then nobody cared, and they just kind of pushed aside and like moved on to the next thing. Yeah. While as in a situation like now, because I think in 2016, this is when everything started to blatantly change. Like everything became now copyright claims, infringement,
YouTube
monetization.
They're overdoing it now.
Do you think YouTube is okay though with doing that? Because there's YouTube Kids, and YouTube Kids is for kids.
I think in that situation, how I feel about it is I think YouTube is going. I like the direction they're going. Don't get me wrong. I do think there's stuff we do need to get rid of on the platform that we do not need.
Shane Dawson?
Some people, he needs to go. Dude, I'm tired. Yeah. Honestly, bro, I think Shane should have retired when he had the time.
He should get the hell out of here.
He's an old guy, huh? Ain't he in like his 30s or something?
He's like 31, I believe, and he's just basically he was making money off the YouTube ad revenue where he made enough money where he could have retired in 2012 when he had the time, but he was just still staking. Which don't get me wrong, if you're making a good income on YouTube, you can stay. But he made enough where he could have stayed to where he was. And then Instagram, and then Instagram came out, Snapchat came out, where everyone was blowing up on different sites. That's the problem with YouTube nowadays. Like they're becoming more politically like friendly to a point where they need to start
Overdoing
making
it.
some safe guidelines, which I do understand. I do agree we need those guidelines. But
Yeah.
in the price we're paying right now is that a lot of YouTubers are now becoming more and more silenced. Myself, my videos have been taken down for multiple reasons,
Me too.
but not for any demonetization era, which is good.
Yeah, me either.
Mhm, that's good.
But we can't even make content anymore because all these companies are coming in left and right. They're attacking young people who want to make a living, and they're giving praise to the older people who were on the platform before us.
It's
I
bullshit.
think there's multiple, and like we're not the YouTube Kids thing. I can't get with that because
fucking
the problem
stupid.
is there's like videos are being uploaded every single day. That's regardless.
Yeah.
But the problem is I understand YouTube cannot go through every single video and manually pick pictures or pick videos, which ones are okay for children, which ones are not.
Yeah.
I do think that was a bad move on YouTube's part
It's
because
dumb.
they should have just manually left it alone and not touched it. They should, but then I think what kind of changed it too was the Logan Paul situation, the Suicide Forest video.
Mhm.
There was pornography being uploaded. There was
All the
these
time.
weird, these cringy like kid videos where like people were like showing. How do I say this? There's like videos of like Elsa, having her baby.
What
It's
the
they're
fuck?
games, but they were aimed towards children.
That's insane.
So like I said, the platform's been changing. A lot of these YouTubers are now becoming pedophiles. Just saying generally,
Goddamn.
and it's
It's
hard
bad.
right now.
It's
It's
bad
hard
and
just to make a
hard.
living because
Live in a
You're
pedophilic
now-
world.
becoming
Pedophilia,
so
man.
yeah, it's sensitivity in this world, especially now in 2020. You can't even do shit nowadays.
Yeah.
You can't-
pedophilia.
You just can't say something.
But yeah,
about
Shane
someone to
Dawson
get
is
out of
freaking
context.
praised like as a freaking hero, which that's ridiculous. That guy's
That motherfucker's a pedophile, man.
dude. He is a pedophile.
Yeah.
People are saying like the fact is
He
there's
says it on videos too. Like,
yeah, everyone are giving this guy the benefit of the doubt for what he did in the like. People are saying, well, he did this years ago. I'm like, okay, he did these years ago. That's fine, but
But doesn't make it right.
not
But
really
he did it.
because here's the thing. I do agree, Shane Dawson. These videos he did years ago. If he did these videos when he was 11, 12, 13, or 14, maybe 15, I'll give him.
When he didn't know any better. When he didn't
He
know
didn't
any
know
better.
better, and that happens to a lot of kids. A lot of people, and even people like who did these videos, they probably regret doing it. Shane's agreed that he did these videos. He regret doing them at the time. But then when I went back and watched that apology video he made, he kind of didn't address it. He kind of just like pushed it aside, saying it was the old me. I'm not like that anymore. He kind of did talk about the whole pedophilia actions that he did. They were just jokes and shit, and that's
Dumbass,
fine.
man.
But you did these videos in your 20s.
Yeah, you're a grown ass
He
man.
didn't-
Posting
he
to little
didn't-
kids.
He did these videos in his 20s. He admitted to it that he did. He started doing YouTube right around 19 to 20. That's kind of an adult age where you need to start looking at himself.
Yeah.
And he knew these jokes. And I'm telling you, he did know these were offensive ass jokes.
Goddamn
There's no
pedophile.
way he did. I would be blasphemy if he didn't think it was a joke.
Yeah, he's a joke, man.
But yeah.
But I guess this is a good topic to talk about next. Quarantine. Like basically, what is quarantine? Like I feel like it's super subjective, you know? Like
We're living in it right now.
like like the standards they make, like only 100 people can congregate. I'm like, why 100? Why not 50? Why not 200? Who makes these rules? Why are these rules set in place? Like there's
I think
no
the
science
quarantine-
behind them. I mean,
The
not
quarantine issue that I'm seeing so far is like, I feel like the rules are now being more loose now. Like we're like, now granted the whole face mask thing is still obligated. Don't get me wrong.
real. Yeah.
But I do see a lot of like people are starting like to lessen the rules now. The restrictions are being lifted a bit. I want to see a lot.
Mhm.
Like in the, I don't know if you guys watch Double XL Complex Rap Magazine. Like they just did the freestyle cyber
yeah.
freestyle. They actually did a full on cipher, and they had all the rappers separated, and they did like a 6 feet rule.
6 feet.
Yeah, 6 feet, but they weren't wearing masks, so that's kind of iffy about that. But I still give them props that they're still following the rules. A lot of companies and food businesses are starting to open back up. I wouldn't say 100%. And sports, it's kind of
It's
coming
getting there.
back.
It's
but
getting
just, yeah, but it's like I think we're not gonna see a full restoration to how normalization until like 2021, most likely.
But-
I'm calling it right now.
The question to me is, like this, I'm not okay. People died from coronavirus. That's obviously true. The death rate, mortality rate is less than 1%, a lot less than 1%.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the more damage wasn't from the virus, it's from the economy shutting down. So
Yeah.
Well, the
people
coronavirus was basically that was
poverty.
what, yeah, that was it. But like, what you're seeing on the news or whatnot, it was just COVID cases.
Yeah, and the
So
question
they're
is
not.
how long can it keep things this way? Like another few
Well,
months,
there's.
another year, 2 years.
Mm-mm.
I'm
I
Well,
seeing
think
it.
until a vaccine is
yeah,
set in store and is required to take for people to like go to school, like how we have flu shot.
uh-huh.
Once it's like flu shot, everything's gonna be okay.
And
That's what I'm thinking.
so every time a new virus comes, we're just gonna shut the world down. I don't think that's very efficient.
I think the reason why they had to do something because I think though, with them shutting the world down, it is gonna help. But I do think the process of getting back to being normal again is gonna be a while. There's
Like,
no way. You'll debate me all you want. Just keep wearing the mask. Like that's not it. Give it time. Wait till I'm telling you. Wait till I think also fall too and winter. I bet you people are gonna get sick and they're gonna confuse that with the virus, and they're gonna give a bunch of.
Like when we go back to another flu season.
Yeah, I can see it happening. There's just people that just. It's hard because the vaccine that they keep saying that they found that they didn't found, they're gonna keep trying, but Trump's saying by October, people are saying by next year. I'm
I
calling it.
don't believe it's gonna be by the end of the year we're gonna have a vaccine.
Nah,
That's not how science works.
I think late February 2021, maybe March. That's when we're kind of gonna. I think everything's gonna go back to normal. I just think now because
I just think
yeah.
the way
But
they did this is not efficient. What are they gonna do the next time something big a virus comes out? They're gonna do the same thing. It's just
Exactly.
not gonna work.
Mhm.
They're gonna have to do it a different way. Mask, okay. I mean, as long as you could. As far as people not being able to work and stuff, I mean, that's. I think they should trust us more to take precautions than them shutting everything down. I don't think that's okay.
But then you see like the stuff that's going on, especially with campus. Jimmy, campus is getting rolled right now with COVID.
Oh yeah,
Because people our age, Jimmy, we like to party. We
Yeah.
like to gather around. San Diego is a city where it's primarily everything's outdoors. Like if you want to do something, you got to go outside and do it.
uh-huh.
And so when you're told to shut down for 5-6 months of not doing anything fun, like
Yeah.
you can't go to the beach and
That's
chill with your
yeah.
friends, right? You can't do that. When you're told to do that, it's gonna mess with people's minds.
Yeah, people are
And
losing
so
their shit.
once the little stuff starts getting raised, like say you can go to the restaurant now, but you gotta wear a mask. You gotta be distanced. You can only take off your mask when you're starting to eat.
That's a stupid rule. Like, oh, I'm not gonna get anyone sick while I'm eating, so I can take it off now. I'm like, the fuck out of here.
But when that's a thing, it, dude, it's crazy. Just how everything.
It's just to me, it's really kind of dumb. Because okay, I heard about the SDSU thing. I haven't heard of a single person that's a student dying from it though. They have the corona, but no one. I haven't heard anyone dying. I don't think anyone will die unless someone has a pre-existing illness.
Yeah.
So I think they're blowing out of proportion. Let's say probably no one will die from it. And at the end of the day, it's not a big of a problem. They're making it seem like zombies are fucking hoarding the earth or something. No,
I think it's the fact that COVID is deadly.
I mean,
like it is you gotta admit it's a deadly virus. It's if you can catch it, you could possibly die from it if you have anything underlying.
I mean,
but then
those
you can also recover from it. But I think people now that everything's getting lifted, it's like, well, I could catch this COVID, but I'm more likely to recover from it from dying because that's what I'm reading. And the media is kind of blowing it out of proportion because, that's what the media does with things.
They do it all the time, yeah.
But I don't think COVID's gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. Definitely not gonna go away for a while. Because the way the economy is at, it's like looking at the recession from 2008. And we were recovering from that years after. And now this thing, another thing that devastated our economy, we're gonna recover from it, but it's not gonna be for 3 to 5 years. We're gonna be back to normal, in my opinion. Like we could be back to normal as in like, you know, going outside to the grocery store without a mask on. We can do that in like
Mhm.
a year when a vaccine comes out. But for the economy to go back to where it was, probably be 3 to 5 years in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not efficient way to for the world to go around. I think more people are gonna end up dying from the economy than the corona itself. So I wouldn't say it's deadly when it's far less than 1%. It's not even 1% like worldwide. I just think people that know they're at risk, they let them take the precaution. I don't think there's gonna be anyone with asthma like, oh, I'm gonna go to a party so I can get sick. I think they'll stay home either way, whether there's restrictions or not. I think people that are not sick should have a right to do what they want. If they really want to do the mask thing, I'm okay with that. It's not like it's stopping me from making money or stopping anyone else from making money. So that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think it's bullshit. It's not a good way to keep the world going around. It's not going to work.
I think it just started with the lack of information because it was a new virus, right?
Yeah.
The first case was around what, October, November, December?
It was like October. I think it was late October.
Yeah, and so we didn't know what this thing was. And when it started spreading, when it got to the US was late on catching this virus, like stopping it in its tracks. And so now that's where we are here today. We're here like with the repercussions of not like getting a hold on this earlier, because other countries are like already into like their phase 3 and starting their phase 4, and we're barely like in phase 2, phase 3, and going back on some of those like steps and stuff. Like it's just not a good thing that we got a late start on this virus.
Yeah. This is tough. I just don't think they can do it the same way. It's not going to work. More people are going to die from the economy being shut down than the corona eventually. So people that live paycheck to paycheck, especially, and can't go to work, they're fucked. I mean, homeless.
Mostly, yeah.
All those businesses, they're fucked. Then after this corona bullshit's over, they're still fucked. You know, they got no money, they got no home. I mean, I don't know. It's just not. It's really subjective. I think they should be a lot more generous to especially people that live paycheck to paycheck. They can't just shut everything down. Like that's not okay to me.
I also kind of don't think it's good that we're heading back to in-person classes for some things.
To me, I think it's eventually we're gonna have to go back to normal if we want the world to be at optimal, especially this country to be at its optimal performance. Like, I think you can't keep things online forever. I don't know. It's just not natural. It's not in human nature to live this way. So
yeah, because some people are gonna fare better because they're introverted.
Yeah.
But then some people are gonna like.
When you're stuck at the house all day, you lose your shit. I know a lot of people that are losing their shit.
Yeah.
So.
Like I'm fine right now because like, you know, my life is, I wake up, go to class, do homework, play video games. That's my like, you know, that's my like day-to-day thing. Yeah. But some people are like, well, my life before quarantine was wake up, go to school, go to the beach, go to the gym, go hang out with friends on the weekends. They had a very extroverted life. And so now with the shutdown, it's going to get into their heads. And once they see, oh, you're able to go to restaurants, like movie theaters just opened up, right?
Finally, yeah.
Finally, yes.
So some of us are going to be like, all right, let's hit up the movies with our, group of 5 friends, right? But now what they're trying to say is, well, if one of those friends is having COVID symptoms, like stay home, don't go out. But what if that one person's like, nah, I'm gonna do it anyway because I've been like hobbled up in my home for like the past 6 months. And that's when we have to trust into that person and say, no, that's like the wrong thing. You should not go outside.
Yeah, I just there's already the thing is what's weird to me is why was this virus so focused on? We have always had the flu. We've always had swine flu. We have all these other ones, and we don't shut the world down because of those. Flu kills people every year, hundreds of thousands of people. So worldwide, why didn't they shut the world down because of that? That happens every fucking year. So.
I think it's because this virus is in a different like category.
Yeah.
Because if you look up like COVID viruses, there was like another one that happened back in like early 1900s, right? And so because it's classified differently, it's gonna be treated differently.
Yeah,
And we're not gonna get like the same like thing as flu treatment. And I guess also because like people have died, and like how civilization is now, we're basically living longer as a group of people. And so now that's affecting the oldest of the oldest. We're trying to keep those people like up and running still. But it's just the way it's being treated is, I guess, it's just going to affect how it is from the future.
Yeah, I hope next year this time everything's back to normal, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I guess before we wrap it up, do any of you have another topic? We've been at it for let's see, 2 hours and 8 minutes. So
Yeah.
If anyone has another topic,
So how's everyone's life on YouTube so far? Besides you, Jay.
oh
I
yeah,
don't know if you guys have YouTube channels.
Thomas does, but Leah, I don't think Leah does.
I don't got a YouTube channel.
I'm gonna post soon. Promise.
Please.
It's gonna happen.
YouTube, it's like I'm really thinking I'm just making my own shit from now on. I mean, I'm gonna do reactions still, but
Yeah, it happens. I just do mostly what I want to do through animation because I'm possibly gonna start getting my my editing equipment to do more animation stuff in the future. So
yeah.
be on the work of it. I think the reason why too is I want to stop. I kind of at some point want to keep doing reactions, but I also want to do my own type of animation that I already have ready to go because I do have some drawings. Which Jay, please make that that group chat as soon as possible.
I
can
gotta
start.
yeah, I'm gonna make it after this for sure.
Because
I'll probably add John too.
Yeah, because I think it'd be better because if we have ideas, we can throw it out here on the podcast or afterwards.
for
if
sure.
we want to do a video together. Because I know, even though I do live far away, I am gonna start going to San Diego more just to kind of because I'm thinking about moving back down there. I'm thinking about it.
Find
Where do you
someone
live now?
Right now, I stay in Anaheim, California.
Okay.
But like
Oh.
I'm kind of at a point now where like I'm gonna do one more big study. I do medical studies to get my money.
Oh yeah.
I got paid 6 racks last time, so
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna probably do another one for maybe $14,000.
Yeah.
So if I got 14 grand, I don't know. I might move it down there. I'm just kind of. I
That's
like Anaheim. Yeah, Anaheim's okay, but like I kind of want
find an apartment out here somewhere or something.
somewhere,
like
bro. Like, cause I can't do this, bro. I can't keep staying here at my uncle's house.
Uh-huh.
Like start, finding my own groove and shit. So
Yeah. Would you get a roommate or something, or just on your own?
yeah, I'm thinking about either getting a room or something, cause I can't stay at my mom's place, cause she's trying to convert her own stuff to a room. So she kind of told me, "Sorry, son, you gotta go find your own path." I'm like,
Oh
fuck.
yeah. So you probably you think you'd be able to make it on your own, or you'd have to get a roommate?
I would have to get a job too in the process,
And
but
a
like
job,
I have editing equipment. I'm still making money through my YouTube channel, but it's not a lot. So
I'm trying to get. Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
get to the point where I'm making money too. We
Yeah,
all do.
I wanna get there.
Yeah, I'm at
dude,
That's
almost
the
there.
subscribers, bro.
Getting
I'm-
there.
I'm almost there. I'm at like 850 something. So
It's 1,000 subscribers. Just be aware of that.
I think
bro.
by the end of the year I should be over 1,000 for sure.
Nah, I'd be fine. Just I can track your social blade and see where you could be because it took me. I didn't start making money till May of this year, so it took me like about 4 or 5 months.
And then
to
after
get
that, you got to get the watch time also. That's the shitty part.
It's just like 4. Well, as long as if you make the watch time, you'll be fine. Just like
What do you need? Like 600 hours?
4,000.
4,000 hours? Holy
Mhm.
shit, it's a lot.
So, but what got me going was I started doing reaction to like TV shows and animated shows here on the channel. But I want to start switching up a bit to start doing more animation stuff. So yeah.
I'm making like. Have you ever seen? I know you like Naruto a lot. Have you ever seen like SWAT Kage and Set the Program and all those guys?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make those kind of videos, but about UFC, like that informative and that long and that detailed. I'm making the John Jones at heavyweight video. I'm gonna make it like 20 minutes, a lot of images, a lot of clips. Of course, I'm gonna check that they're not gonna get me copyrighted, but
And
I'm
I'll be
gonna
fine.
and I'll be like
Just don't use
speaking.
any-
I'll be speaking over it with the mic and shit like that.
Yeah, I would do to basically avoid copyright. Just take off the audio. That way.
Oh yeah. It's gonna just be me speaking. There's not gonna be
Yeah.
anything else except that.
Just do what. Yeah, I would say do what's best.
Yeah.
Like me, I like I said, I want to start doing story time animation soon. I just need to get my my editing equipment and go.
with my major, well, Leah has the same major as me, computer science. I guess I would have to learn how to animate. That we don't learn that in computer science, huh, Leah? How to animate?
It's more of like art.
Yeah.
You can take
So, like-
you can take if there's like
I was
hard
taking
classes,
animation, but I didn't follow up that major anymore.
The
Yeah,
sad
like-
part is about state for us, Jimmy, is that other schools, like Santa Cruz, for example, UC Santa Cruz, they offer computer science of Bachelor of Arts.
Oh.
And so all we have, that's basically like you would be doing animation, programming, and like animation and stuff like that.
Damn.
For us, we're more technical because we're Bachelor of Science.
Yeah, we're more like the hardcore shit. That's what we do.
Yeah, so that's how our majors like cybersecurity and all that stuff.
Yeah,
we're not basically on the creative side of it.
Because I want to like mix my computer science when I do graduate with my YouTube somehow, but this is like more fucking hardcore code that no viewer is gonna understand what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm not gonna post about that.
Well, I'm saying, man, I've met people through YouTube, you especially, and like there's gonna be times where, trust me, there's days, dude, where I just don't want to do a video because I'm just not in the mood. But
yeah, I have those days too.
When I think the vibe of me and like my main goal, I'm trying to hit hopefully within a month or two. Is I'm trying to hit like 2K.
You're almost there, yeah. 1.7.
Yeah, it's just time, and also you gotta find the niche. Just the one thing about YouTube, you have to find your niche.
Like,
you're kind of doing.
You guys should shout me out.
Give
me a head
the
start.
shout outs really help too. I put you guys like on Twitter a lot. I don't use Facebook as much. I used to. I'm not.
I don't really use Facebook. I just post my video there. That's all I do.
I think Twitter and Instagram.
Instagram, I got a lot from Instagram.
It's probably the best part to like get advertisements.
Yeah.
Because like all the time I'm seeing like new content being made, and it's also the fact of what pops up in your YouTube recommendations. Like for me, I'm a viewer, so I just check out a bunch of new stuff. But if your content is not what people would want to like watch or not like hot right now, it's not gonna get viewed.
Yeah, you have to get an audience.
Because what I do is basically I watch all the new shows that pop up on animation, like The Owl House, Oresco. Sometimes like Netflix shows, Mau.
Yeah, the shit that's popped the most for me is obviously UFC shit. Like all my live reactions have like over 1,000 views. My post-fight analysis, I'm about to find a new way because the last one got blocked like 3 times.
You ever try? You should be like that guy. You know the guy that does like the UFC animation vids. I forget his name.
There's a lot of guys. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that do like commentary. I know speaking. I'm trying to become a better speaker because you got to be a good speaker if you want to keep people's attention. So you have to be like, welcome to the channel, and if I can start talking.
Dude, be like me. Watch my videos. You see how I do it. Like you saw how I'm doing on my videos.
I have to be like
super. What is up, everybody?
I have to sound really concise and clever when I'm going to be talking about John Jones for like 30 minutes.
White. Okay, you got to be a white.
Welcome back to thy channel.
That's what I'm saying. Do that. That shit'll work.
But hey, dude, on my highest like viewed video on my channel is the fucking GTA music video.
Tommy, what's your YouTube? Hey, Tommy, what's your YouTube channel? I think I have you.
It's TommyAK701.
AK.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah,
you have 160. Wait, is this you, TommyAK0? It says new era.
Watch our videos.
It should have like a T, a blue.
E, is that Christian?
Oh,
no,
but I like watching that video, Thomas. Actually, your most popular video.
Yeah.
Wait, the GTA one?
Okay. The thing is, the I'm a Ninja song.
Oh my god.
That.
I'm saying, guys,
you
we all
that.
need to be connected.
Dude, that's so random, dude.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, Thomas, the I'm a Ninja song itself, that was used in a Vanoss gaming video. Really? So, if you were going to type in like I'm a Ninja, that would most likely pop up along with your video. So that means that's the reason you're getting.
Yeah.
It's because people are looking up that.
I got it. I'm watching one of your videos right now. I want to say it for later.
But
like I said, I mean, that's all I basically kind of got to know you. Most of you guys are pretty cool. Like I said, my plan is hopefully.
150 died at first.
Sorry, I'm planning to like go down. I was supposed to go down there today, but I kind of missed out. I think as I'm waiting I'm gonna call my coordinator tomorrow for my my medical study trial. If I don't go in Wednesday, I could just I guess I might go down there again. I gotta figure out my time because these studies, bro. I have to go back for follow-ups and get 6,000 because I got paid. Because right now in my bank account, officially as of right now, I have over $10,000.
Oh damn! Saving money up.
Do you guys want? I'm telling you guys, you gotta get on these studies, bro. They pay like fucking racks, not fucking like 200 bucks.
Racks on racks.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like what was like I did one for like for 11 grand one time. That shit was it was amazing to hold 11 grand in my pocket. It
Holy
was scary
shit.
too. It was
Hey.
scary too.
If you're gonna watch any of my videos, I don't know why, but I want to recommend watching the one that's called New Era. I feel like that one's pretty funny. That one's the jits of our group of friends. Not all of them are still here, but
Here's mine if you want to check it out. Wildcat the Bold. You'll
I
find
think
it.
I've already subscribed to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dropping more vids this week.
Actually, need to make sure that I'm subscribed to you.
Yeah. I just dropped one too, but like I'm not getting paid for it because YouTube's being a bitch to me.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up. But yeah,
It
guys,
happens.
we don't want to keep you guys listening to our rambling.
Nah,
So
it's cool.
I hope you guys,
Super.
I hope you guys enjoyed our shit. We have to thank Leah for joining us on the
Join us
pod.
more, Leah.
Yeah, hopefully
Come
bring
through
Leah
next
on
time we need you.
again.
I mean, he just sent me a message like when was it Saturday or
Yeah,
yesterday?
I was trying to ask several people about
It's okay.
joining.
We need more people to join the podcast. We need more people.
We're trying to expand our brand here. So we got
Oh,
Leah.
Hopefully,
Your
How about the boy?
brand doesn't mean merch drop.
Dude, I would love
Maybe.
for merch to happen in the future.
if anything, it'd be pretty cool if like after this COVID thing, or if you guys still want to, we could do a podcast in real life. You know, like in person.
Whose house we're using? Whose house we're using then?
We could use. We could figure that out. I mean, probably mine or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
it'd be a
We can make
while,
a setup.
right?
I'm all good.
Yeah,
I have a
but,
certain spot that I think we can make a good setup, but
as far as merch, I'd have to get a bigger fan base so I actually make money selling it.
Well,
I can show you because I've
post-
actually had some
post
designs.
it's
content,
not
dude.
bad to start
I post all the time. but,
merch. You know,
yeah.
I mean, like,
because
honestly, Jimmy, maybe you should like sell some shirt merch once you hit 1,000.
Yeah, I might start. I might.
1K merch drop.
J-Talks.
1K merch drop.
It'd be
I'm
J.
thinking about dropping merch like when I hit like 10K.
I like
me.
the J Talks podcast, Jay the Great symbol on the shirt or some shit.
Or-
I'm telling you,
like-
bro.
or
I'm
like
making your
you-
design right now.
yeah,
If
you-
you're, I'll send it to you,
Yeah.
and you tell me if you like it or not. I'm actually because here's the thing. I took everyone's picture. I have you, Tommy, and John's picture, and I'm drawing you guys basically as like animal characters. I'm trying to see. If you guys
Oh
rock
my
with it.
god, give me that. I want to post.
What animal would I be? Please do not say pig. No, I'm just-
You want to be?
No.
No, I have Jay as a lion right now, but it's
I want
kind
to
of.
be a
Put-
tiger.
No,
Be
no,
tiger.
put
Tiger.
Thomas as a bear, dude.
I
bear?
love-
Dude, Tommy, you would rock a bear, bro.
Oh,
can
I
see
John.
that.
think you rock
Not
a bear,
bear.
bro.
I'm
No,
not
John.
doing anything
You
type
rock a
bear.
black
Make
bear.
me a red panda.
John would be an
Okay.
ostrich.
See that?
Red
Okay.
panda or a tiger?
What about you, Leah? What do you want to be?
What do you mean, me? What?
You want to be an animal? I
I'm
can
on
draw
the
you
merch
too.
drop.
I guess or something. I'm
We're
working
trying to
on
have-
one right now.
I'm trying to bring different kinds of people. So Leah, there's other people I asked. They said no.
So they said no.
Yeah,
Because they're
I
not
think- yeah.
cool. They're not cool people.
yeah,
They
they're-
don't.
I could tell. I could tell
They're
you
what we call
off.
whack.
I could tell you off. I could tell you Leah off here who I asked. There I'd probably be arguments if I would have brought any one of them on.
Nah, it
But-
happens.
Yeah,
But because they're extremely liberal, I wanted to bring them on for that reason, so I could first win a debate.
Here's
Two,
what I worked on. I
entertaining.
don't know if you guys can see it, but I worked on this one. It's kind of glary. Let me
Oh
see
my
if I can
god,
brightness a bit.
just let
All right.
it focus.
All right, folks. I know we talked for a long ass time. We kind of went on several spirals here, but we hope you
There's a
enjoyed.
picture I drew so far.
Thank
I'm still
all-
working on it.
We thank her for all the guests. Thanks for Leah
Yeah.
for being on, and hopefully next week maybe Leah will be back, someone else or something, and we'll
Need
see you in the
something.
next one. This is
All right,
episode
later,
13.
peace
We're
out.
out. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
Mm.
Hey.
All right, we did it.